Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the room, you all. Thank you so much for being here. I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. We are talking all things going live. Feel free to come in, ask questions. We're going to talk about how to get started, how to go live with confidence and ease. I appreciate you all being here with me. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to do a sound check in a second, make sure my audio is good. I've had some questionable moments with my audio. So I always want to make sure you guys can hear me. So we'll get started in just a second. I do have an ad running. Hey, pals, can you hear me? You beat me. Yay. Can you hear me, friend? Let me know if my sound is good. Um, I said hello. Let me know if my sound is real good. I appreciate you being here, friend. And I am going to get started shortly. Yeah, okay, sounds good. All right, perfect, perfect. That is perfect, friend. How's everything going? You know what? So I shared, um, help me. Um, I shared yesterday the YouTube AI feature, and I was like, oh, my old videos, I can't go back and do them, do the thumbnail. It only allows me to select from that chat feature. Um, so many videos. So I can't, I think it's like 25 or so you can go back based on your highlights and any of your um, actual long form content from your live stream or from any of your videos in that way. So what I found is that you can. You don't have to go back there. You actually can go to the video and under the thumbnail you can generate a thumbnail for that video and it'll use that similar AI type thumbnails. And then you can ask it to do the description from that stance. So really, really good. So I did a few yesterday. I got a lot to make up. Oh gosh, I have a whole year's worth to make up. So I need to do better. I was using the wrong AI. I found out. For you were using chat and not YouTube's AI. I wouldn't be surprised if it was powered by like Gemini. So yeah. But let me know. Let me do something. I'll forward you because I sent it to one of my supporters yesterday. So I'm going to forward you the message I sent to her. So I will send that to you, pals, so you can see the prompt I use. All right. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll send it to you now, friend. Others coming in the room, appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, also click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notification when I go live and post content. If you were listening to what I was just sharing, I was sharing some tips on YouTube. So I was saying how you now have the AI features to do your thumbnails. It creates thumbnails for you as well as your title, your description, and your uh, timestamps, your SEO for hashtags and tags. So, really great feature. So, let me know if you have any questions about that. If you're new, go ahead and put new in the chat. Give me a thumbs up to say you like the live, and also click that subscriber button if you haven't done so already. So, I appreciate you all being here. So, I just sent you what I sent her, um, and that's for the YT pals, just so that you know. All right, friends, we're going to get started. You know, we always go over into the TikTok street. So if this is your first time here, what I do is talk about live streaming. And in this content, you learn about TikTok primarily. I do add, like I just said a second ago, some information about YouTube and letting you understand my journey with YouTube. I've started this now over a year ago and grown quite a bit. I've gotten monetized both with the shop monetization, the memberships, as well as the gifting that you can do, and then also add the ads. And so when I was doing these videos, I was just putting them out there and I would let them go public. So they're there for you all. You can go back and watch them. They instantly go for public viewing. Not, I shouldn't say instantly. I think YouTube takes about a couple hours before it shows in my live feed. And then I'll move it over to a playlist where you can continuously watch my videos. However, I haven't been doing the thumbnails and the SEO, and so that's what I was talking about a second ago. I now have been going back and updating some of those videos, so you'll see for the month of May. I'm not all the way done, but I've gotten over half of the videos for May done, and I'm going to go back to older videos too. So I got some work to do. So I'm going to try my best to kind of work on that as like a side project for the next couple months, if not year, and just stay on top of the new videos and making sure I'm doing that SEO. That is so important when you get to the monetization phase because you want your videos to be searchable and discoverable, but you also want them to make sure that you're doing that for the AdSense. Oh, so once you get monetized to do ads, those videos are accumulating for you, and so you can have those videos making money for you overnight. Um, and so I need to do more long form videos. Pals, this is for you, friend. Let me know if you're listening. Here's another software. This is a different software. Hey guys, we're talking about the SEO. We're talking about YouTube. I'm going to go over to TikTok in a second. Let me know if you're listening, friend. Here's another tip. There's another software. My husband kind of is playing around with some options for me because I want to make some long form videos, but I really want to take the clips from this content, this long form content here, and I want to use that maybe as like a compilation. So like a long form video that has like these compilations that is sharing tips and strategies and make that a 15-20 minute video. And then obviously I can tag the long form video here or this live stream to it. There's a program that I came across, and I think it's gonna be the solution, so I just have to kinda work through doing it, but it's called Submagic. Let me know if you guys are familiar with that one. Submagic. Look that one up. If you're not familiar with it, I think it's gonna be a game changer. I really do. So it's called Submagic, and essentially what it does is you can literally take the link, the URL for this video, and you plug it into Submagic, and then essentially it breaks down clips, reels, if you're thinking about like Instagram, TikTok, reels that are usually anywhere between a minute and a half, 90 seconds. Never heard of it, Submagic. I'm pretty sure that's the name. I might have it wrong, but look it up. And so my husband did it for me, and it took clips of what I'm sharing. And and it was like a little description of what I shared. It has like a nice little hook to it, in terms of the title of the video. And so he took a video that I did back in the beginning of May. It was a video in the month of May. And I was talking about viewer wishes. It's kind of the content I do when I said, here are the 6 things you need to do to make sure you facilitate engagement. And I've been talking about viewer wishes. It was the day when TikTok created the new interface um, for your multi-guest panels, and now it's under that paintbrush feature. And it was just about to change, and I think Leanne came to my live. So it was that video. So anyway, it was that particular live, and it cut it up into 29 different clips. Now, not all of them, I'm gonna say maybe about 10 of them are not usable, because the way I'm talking and what I'm sharing is not substantive, is not the main points. But the other 20 or so are good. I mean, I was like, that's a good clip. I should use that as a highlight or a reel, um, added here for the shorts. And so just knowing that that tool is out there, and then what I was going to do was take those clips and just do like a long form video, again, 15-20 minutes, but it's those clips that's kind of leading you through some of the things that I'm talking about, strategies. Almost like if you think about like if I was to make it 2 videos a week and I can just say, highlights of the from the lives and just make those short form videos and maybe do a theme of it and say what I'm talking about. So though that video was mainly about engagement strategies. So thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. But it was really about engagement strategies. So that would be a great video for people to go back and say, okay, here's some features in TikTok I can use to help facilitate engagement. And I was kind of walking you through it. So really good. The video on YouTube looked decent. I was looking down a little bit, but not that I wasn't making eye contact. So it was good in terms of how it looked. I was like, wow. So now I need to do that. So another project. No, I need to take care of that, and I don't know when I'm gonna find time to do it, but we're gonna figure it out. And so that definitely was a difference maker. And so what they say is that it creates these clips for you, and you can schedule it out. So it really does the work for you. I don't know. I may do it from a TikTok, not from a not necessarily my TikToks. I may take one or two and test it on TikTok and see what the views are like. But I'm thinking it would be great for like building out my Instagram and maybe my Facebook and using the content over there, just so I could do something over there and start creating more of a presence because I'm not on those platforms. And so scheduling it out over there might be pretty good just to start getting content. So, um, so that's another thought for me. So I got to sit down with my husband. He showed me that. I was like, oh, I like it a lot. So I need to sit with him and see if he might be my videographer, my behind the scenes person. So I can get him to upload some content and make sure I'm getting these shorts done, and if he can come up with a nice seamless way to make it nice and pretty. So, all right, friends, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all supporting the live stream. We're talking all things going live. Let me know if you guys have questions. We're gonna get going. If you don't mind, good evening, host. How are you? You said evening. Where are you from? It's morning here. I'm in Florida. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, everyone. Mr. Plumtree, welcome to the live stream. And so so if you don't mind giving me a like, also click the subscriber button if you haven't subscribed to the channel, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. Oh, nice! I was just there during the spring for my spring break. Beautiful. I had a great time. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I appreciate the kindness too. So we are about to get live on TikTok. So I go over to TikTok. We talk about all things live streaming. I'm a creator network agency. It's a free program teaching you, supporting you in your live journey. And then of course, we talk and make this a playlist, and you guys can go back and watch it. And yes, it is late. I remember I remember trying to figure out how I was gonna fit in my lives, and um, I was usually well, I shouldn't say late, you said evening, so that's 1600, yeah, so it's like 4-ish, 4:22. Um, I was usually getting ready for dinner, and I would do my lives around noon, around that time. And so I did do all my lives. There are some lives here. Oh no, you know what? I didn't record on YouTube during that week. That was the week I didn't do both platforms. I just did TikTok. And so yes, but yeah, had a great time. Had a great time. On my TikTok, I have video content of traveling there. So beautiful. We went to Cape Town as well. So we did Johannesburg and Cape Town. So welcome to the room, friend. Um, Let's see, let's get over to TikTok. We're gonna get started in just a second. I'm just setting up my other station. Okay, my other channel. And get my tapper ready. Sure everything's good to go. All right. TikTok live. TikTok live. We are live on TikTok talking live streaming tips, beginner friendly tips. Come in, ask questions. We are live. Beginner friendly tips. TikTok live streaming tips. Sharing tips on how to engage, how to go live on TikTok as well. Come in, ask questions, my friends. Appreciate you all joining. We are talking how to go live. We're giving live streaming tips. I'm going to share my live out. I'll put my board up. Those who are coming in, I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for being here. We're talking about how to go live, live streaming tips, beginner friendly tips for new live hosts. So let me add it, share it out to the community. I added it to my stories. I do this as a way to let people know I'm live, especially in the community. And then we get some of our friends come in. Thank you all for coming in and engaging. I appreciate it. Thank you for that daily harmony. Give me 1 second. And so I'm sharing out my live now. Veronica, how are you, friend? Velma, welcome to the room. Thank you so much, Sheila. Shelly. No, Sheila. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We are doing our early engagement. That tapping. That tapping is so important. The heart's flowing. It's telling TikTok we're here. Hey Don, how are you? TikTok gave me the flash go. TikTok. What do I make of this? 8 heart me's. 8 heart me's. We'll pin it. Some of you gave your heart me already. TikTok gave me the flash goal. It is the heart me. It's 8 of them. So let's see if we can get it quickly. That would be ideal. I'm gonna come in. We'll see how you doing, Dreams. How are you, friend? How's everything going? Let me know how is it going for you. Appreciate you being here, friend. Uh, Unwritten Unstoppable, thank you so much for coming in. Others coming into the room. We got the flash goals super duper early. I literally have only been on for exactly 1 minute. Thank you so much. I think that's the halfway mark. I appreciate you all supporting that flash goal. So we're gonna see if we can get this thing done and over with pretty early. We got 4 of 8. 4 of 8 coming in already completed. 6 of 8. You guys are awesome. So we're gonna see if we can get this done. So I don't have to talk about TikTok and its flash goals this entire live. So I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you have questions. Let me put my board up. Have not done that. I did not get to any of the 5 things yesterday. So one of my lives, I was so thorough with the 5 things. I may bring that same level of information to this live. So I'll try my best to be as thorough as possible. But it was really good with the way the live was set up, where I was sharing and showing and telling quite a bit. Thank you so much. Thank you for the title gifter of that. Of the corgis, appreciate your friend. And so I was really being intentional about trying to be as thorough as possible. So we're 3 minutes in. We have 2.5K likes. We've got that flash goal. TikTok, I like it when you send me the flash goal early. I love that TikTok. Please do that more often. Hey, Dot. Thank you so much, Filma. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. TikTok plays games too much. I'm like, come on, just get it out the way. Let's go ahead and get it done. The room is ready. We focus. We trying to level up and grow. Congratulations, friend. And so TikTok wants to play games with us, but we got that flash code done. Level 16. Congratulations, friend. Thank you so much for sharing that spark cake. Um, okay, so my TikTok folks, you guys kind of got, a little bit of a shaft a few minutes ago because I gave a lot of information on the YouTube side. So I will reiterate some of that so you guys can kind of hear it. Thank you for the soccer balls. I appreciate you all. And so I'll reiterate some of that right before I go into the 5 things, because I want you guys to understand how YouTube can also be beneficial to you. I'm honing in on YouTube a little bit more because I'm starting to monetize over there. So I'm trying to figure out what are the things I need to do to optimize my profile, make sure I'm doing some more content, taking what I already do and repurpose. And so I'm trying my best to kind of come with some good ideas and strategies, growth strategies for you all and for myself as well. Okay. So I will take you through my YouTube conversation I was just having. It'll be reiterated and I'll have it as content. So that's totally fine. Thank you all for being here. Hey, Boldly Blue, beautiful. Welcome to the room. Hello, good afternoon from everywhere. Everyone. Welcome, friend. Thank you for the populars. Oh my gosh. God, thank you for all those populars. That's a feature I don't talk about enough. You can hold the button down in the gift box when you're sending a gift, and now it has a number count for you to send. And so it just sends that, which is great, which is great. I think that's a quick, efficient way instead of us having to tap. Obviously, the visibility doesn't last as long. I will say that's the only drawback because when you're sitting there tapping, the people you're pinning yourself. Like when you send that rose, we see you. When you do a quick, let me just send it all at one time, you don't get that visibility. TikTok, you gotta figure that out. Because I think you should still get the visibility because you're sitting there sending the gift. So I appreciate that though, friend. Thank you so much. See, so Dot, you just did the 50, so you get that one. But if you were tapping 50 times, you would stay up there. Yes, thanks. So TikTok is wrong for that. TikTok, fix it. Fix it. Fix it. It said it's way easier. It is. It is way easier. Um, and so the grow rooms, they love the visibility because people are able to see you and they connect with you, and that's part of the strategy. Yeah. Good afternoon, Sharani. 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 Thank you so much for being here, friend. Diamond, welcome to the room. Hey, y'all. Y'all coming in now. We got our flash goal. We got it already. They gave us heart me's, which was cool. They gave it to us in 1 minute. So we did get the heart me's early. We got it super early, which was great. So I don't have to talk about it anymore. But it was heart me's, friends. So if y'all want to send a heart me, I don't think I'm going to get it at the 4 o'clock. They don't do two in one day. I've never seen that. TikTok don't start it. But so you're welcome to send your heart me now if you want to. All right, friends. Thank you, Dot. I appreciate it. See, now you're pinned. He's like, I'll send these. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. Becky, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Houston, how you doing, friend? Others come in the room. If you're new to my live, put new in the chat so we can say hi to you. We usually spend this first 10 minutes, and we got our 10K. We usually spend that time tapping. Thank you so much, Juanette. Tapping the screen, engaging, building the room. That's part of your warm up. I tell people that all the time. We wait for the flash go. TikTok gave it early, so we don't have to wait. So it really does shift, the room a little bit in terms of now you don't have to talk about the flash go. But the reality is you do want to do that warm up. Thank you, friend. And that warm up helps the room get activated. All right. So we teach that. I want you to understand. You just don't come on here and start lecturing and sharing your information and trying to get the sale and showing your course and your ebook and all the other stuff. You are engaging. This is an engagement app. So you hear me talking to people, welcoming people. Me yet, welcome to the room, friend. And so all of that is part of your strategy. All right. Thank you all for being here. And again, and I tell people all the time, if you're new to someone's room, if you come in your live room, this in their live room, this is an engagement app. So you want to say hello. You want to greet them so we can greet you back. All right. So I don't want you guys just to be sitting back lurking. You need to be communicating too. So we can connect with you and that way you can build your community. This isn't, you're supposed to be networking. You're supposed to be connecting with people. And we don't say scooped and gotcha and connected. We don't say that. We are doing genuine connections. You're saying, hello, how you doing? Look at people's bio, maybe say something about their bio. If you don't have a bio, you should have a bio. So you want to make sure you have those because that's how you optimize your profile too. Is it Trax? Thank you so much for being here. LaRonda. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Polka Dot, welcome. Becky, thank you for the rose. Hello. LaRonda, welcome to the room. Let's see. I appreciate you all being here. And so, those who are sharing out the live, thank you so much for sharing the live. If you click the arrow in the corner, you can share the live. You can add it to your story. You can repost it. You could do what's called a power share, where you press down on the middle of the screen, press down on the middle of the screen, and you can share it out to your friends and followers. You, as a live host, can share your live that way. You should be sharing your live. Deja Vu, welcome to the room. Can you guys please, Buck, you want to make sure you're engaging first, friend, before you start asking for support. You want to make sure you share the live, you like the live, you grabbed your daily heart me, you support it by sending whatever TikTok told you to send. You guys come into rooms and y'all ignore that little message. You got to make sure you're being an active engager. All right. Thank you so much for showing me showing for us beginners. It means a lot that we can take notes. Yes, yes. And what I do is that I co-stream on YouTube. So I'm going to talk about my YouTube channel in a second too, because I want you guys to know that that is part of my strategy. And I don't gatekeep. Go ahead and do what I'm doing. Go ahead. I give it to y'all. I don't gatekeep. You guys can go ahead and do any and everything I'm doing and do it in your own way. All right. So what I'm doing is nothing special. The only difference between me and you is that I started and I kept going. All right. So just know that that's what I'm doing. He said, I really love this about Dr. Lisa. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. And so let me know if you have questions. I do answer questions. We're going to talk about the 5 things you must do before you go live. We'll walk through some steps. I'm going to show you stuff. Let me talk about it says TikTok says 78%. They just put a message there. Y'all, we got to do better. 78% has not shared my live. I'm just saying. TikTok is like, look here, we're gonna get percentages now. 78% of y'all, that's the majority. So click the arrow. Click the arrow. I think that's a cute call out. I mean, that's a newer feature they're doing. I think it has to do with Service Plus in terms of Service Plus. But you said I shared. Becky, you know I can tell. I'm just saying, Becky is zero shares. is 0 shares, Becky. You know what? So let me again. I don't gatekeep, so I'm gonna show you guys. Let's talk this through. You said, oh, yeah. I want y'all to know TikTok is very nosy and transparent. So we see it all. We know it all. Good morning, North Compass. How are you, friend? Hey, L. So we see it all. So that you know, good morning, friend. When you click someone's photo, so if I say, I'm gonna say hello, this is my agency page. When you click someone's photo, oh, let me turn off my do not disturb so I don't get pop-ups. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Hope you're well. I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. 100 comments. Wow, wow, wow. That's awesome. Good morning. Good morning, Dinky. Welcome. Well, have a great day, beautiful. I'm going back to work. All right, Dad. Appreciate you being here. Um, and so when you click someone's photo, their mini profile pops up. Right. Let me flip the screen so you guys can see it the correct way. Thank you so much for that, friend. Hold on, I'm on the other screen. I want to cheer with my sound effects. There we go. So when you click someone's photo, you see their mini profile. As a live host, you guys don't see it right now, but you'll see it as a live host. Good morning. I came here to learn something from you, so I don't want to miss anything. All right, friend. Hey, Carmen, thank you so much for being here. Dee Dee, you said just stop by to give my daily. I'll see you this evening. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for that. Others coming in, I appreciate you all being here. If you're new, put new in the chat. So when you click someone's photo, their mini profile pops up. As a live host, there's a little message that will pop up right here that said, sent X number of comments, sent 5 comments, sent 10 comments. It has an arrow. When you click that box, it shows you that person in terms of how long they've been a follower, what how long they've been watching your live, how many comments they sent. It'll show the last 10 comments they sent. It'll show if they shared your live. It'll say 0. And it'll show how many likes they sent. Okay. And likes is the hearts that are floating. That's the 20K that's under my name. That represents the likes. So it does a whole breakdown. And so as a life coach, you know who's supporting. I jokingly say those people who come in your live and say, "Hey, I'm a big supporter. I support. Follow me. I'm looking for supporters like me." And I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because thank you so much for what is that, Florida? Welcome to the room. Carmen, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you all for the follows. So you could see it though. You could see that breakdown. So when I click their name, and then also you guys know the blue boxes, the Lisa box tells on you. Hey, good voice guru. How you doing, Carol? The blue box tells on you because that shows if you're a gifter, if you've been paying attention to TikTok's comments about sending a rose, sending a daily heart me, doing the things. And if you haven't been doing any of that, oh, why did a new pop-up say 59% of y'all haven't followed the live host? TikTok is being messy today. I'm just saying. TikTok being real messy. So TikTok wants y'all to follow the live host too. 59% of y'all haven't. Okay. No, seriously. These pop-ups, this is a newer feature. I'm just now paying attention to it a lot more because they are now putting those percentages. It used to just say remind your viewers to follow the live host. And now they're putting these percentages because they're seeing who's in your room. And they're saying, okay, hey, you should be performing a lot better. You need to start talking to your community. And now they're saying, okay, here's a percentage for you, friend. Get your act together because your community is not connecting. Anna, welcome to the room, Dr. Tammy. So I don't know if you guys are going to start seeing those as well. Positive in, positive out. There we go. I love that, Richard. I don't know if you guys are going to start seeing that, but just pay attention to it. I love your explanation. So clear. I appreciate you, friend. Where do you find the voice effects? Voice effects are in the wand. When you go live, God bless child. When you go live, there is a wand. It looks like a little pencil. It's on the lower. It's where you guys see your gift box. That's where it is. So if I click it, the voice effects are there. So I can change my voice to a little chipmunk voice. I could do that. Um, there's some other voices in here. If I want to do what is this, C3PO from Star Wars? I need to go back and listen to this because I have not listened to how my voice sounds. So I'm gonna go back and listen to these effects because I know some people use these all the time. I usually hear the chipmunk voice. People use that one quite a bit, and then they have other type robot type voices too. So it's a whole list of them, maybe about 12 or so. And so the chipmunk voice is the most popular one. Everyone uses this one. I'm gonna come off this. All right. So just know that those are in there for you to use as well. You said funny. That's cool. Thank you for the info. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yes, you said hello. I was going to say, why you cussing? I'm really new to TikTok and got into the what's the B pilot? You mean the creator pilot? Thank you so much, voice guru. Look at your voice guru. Hey friend. What about the applause? That's sound effects. So you said voice effects. So sound effects is same place. Same area is sound effects. So sound effects is a different prompt that you would click, but it's under the wand. Both of them, that little pencil looks like a little magic wand. You would click that. All right. So, yeah, make sure you use the effects. The effects are great. So these are in the app. There are external devices that you could connect to your phone that are sound cards, and so they have different sound effects and stuff. But that's the one that is always in the app for you. Good morning. Thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that support. And so, yeah, definitely use the effects. Those who are coming in, let's do this. If you're new to my room, where's the wand? Right for the live hosts, it's right where your gift box is. So my finger is pointing to the wand. You guys see a gift box. I see a wand. So that's where it's at. It's the lower bar. Let me know when you guys ask that question. Yes. Okay. So I see a wand on my side. So when you're a live host, you see about 80% of the same things you guys see. But just here, there's a few different options on this lower bar. And then all this that is up here, you guys see pretty much the same things I see. We all are looking at the same features. New here. How you doing, Cindy? Carmen. Oh, okay. So, Carmen, have you gone live before? Let me know if you've gone live before. You're asking some great questions. Thank you so much, friends who are from other countries. I appreciate you guys. Um, Let me know if you are a live host. Yes, ma'am. Okay, okay, that's good. Do you go daily or you just starting off? Let's know. How you doing? Friends coming in digital, welcome. Thank you so much for the awesomes. Others that are coming into the room, we're gonna talk about the 5 things you must know. Hey, friends. And then if you're new, put new in the chat. What you guys are experiencing is in the very beginning, we're tapping, we're sharing, we are getting the room warmed up. I tell you guys, don't skip this part. It's key to your growth. All right. I just sent out a full strategy guide to people who are my agency. I'm an agency owner and manager. And so I sent a strategy guide, and that's one of the top things you want to do. Once you start your live, you segment your live, you think about how do I get that engagement going? What are the things that we need to do as a community? We're not, you're not watching TV. This is an interactive app. If you want to go watch TV, you can go watch TV. But if you want to be here and listen and learn, then you also have to participate. All right. So that's the thing about it. And that's what I teach as a live host. I teach you guys how to be good viewers. So when you go live, you can teach your community how to be good viewers. Because if you're just sitting back watching me the whole time and not doing anything, not asking questions, not sharing a live, not liking a live, then when you go live, you're going to be saying share the live. And then somebody asks, well, how do I share? And you don't know. Because you never did it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know how to do this too. Is the wand available in practice mode? Wand, I believe, is available in practice mode. Yeah, that's a feature that's probably available. Some features are not, but I'm pretty sure it's there. Maybe not all the things are in under the wand, but it should be there. Yeah, so new Rhonda, welcome to the room. Atomic Dog, new as well. I usually sing, but I start heart awareness lives too after my okay, sorry to hear that, Carmen. That's good though. That's a good live topic. Obviously, there's a lot of people who need to be aware of how their health is impacting them. Yeah. Warm up, set up, warm up the room. Yep. Warm the room up. Yep. Last month. Okay, that's good. You're shifting your topic a little bit, so now you have to kind of figure out how do you, and I'm going to talk about that with number one, how do you find your community? How do you find the right people? Because technically, they came to you originally for a different reason. Those followers, those almost 7,000 followers. So those 7,000 people didn't necessarily come to you for your health awareness topics. And so you want to make sure that you start thinking about where's my audience at and how do I start that engagement. I'm planning to go live on Monday. All right, Kim, I love it. I love it. I get the camera on, ready to start, and I just can't press that live. Press the button. Do it scared. Do it scared. You got this. Let's throw a do it scared sticker in the chat. Do it scared. Let's get them scared. You just do it. Just do it. Why do I get emails asking me to connect people on Telegram? Ignore those emails. Thank you, Fred. Thank you for that. Thank you for that lead gift. Ignore them, friend. I don't know what to tell you more than just ignore it and report if you can, if that's possible. But yeah, you're not supposed to be on nobody's Telegram. How would you check to see if you have violations? You're gonna go to your live center. Okay. So on your profile, click TikTok Studio on your profile page where your photo is. Click TikTok Studio. After you click that, you'll see the post side and you'll see the live side. That's the live center. So click the live side. Scroll down to tools and resources. And under tools and resources is your live standing. It used to be called rules and guidelines, but they changed it to your live standing like last month. Click there. And under there, you'll find your restrictions and the history of those. Okay. That's how you find out. They send you system notifications also. Can I practice before I go live? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, friend. There's a couple different ways to practice. I actually have the first, or the way to describe it is on my page. It's the second pin video at the top of my page. So the middle video, the pin one, is the second one that talks about how to do what I call a private live, where you're essentially not in practice mode because there is a practice mode. Practice mode is that you're not live. You're not live at all. You are able to do kind of some practice, some setups for 30 seconds, and then a screen will pop up and say, do you want to continue to practice or go live? Because you didn't go live yet. They don't give you all the features. So there's some features you won't have access to. You can continue to practice that way. Or you can go live by doing what I call as a private live. So under practice mode is who can watch your live? Who can watch this live? It always defaults to everyone. You can change it to just your friends or a specific account. You can change it to a specific account. It could be your backup account. It could be a friend. Nobody will know you're live unless you share it, unless you tell them, hey, we're going to do practice or a private live. Come join me. And they would have to go to your profile. They'll see it. They'll see a little red ring around you. They can click it and enter the live. So they can find you that way. Or if you share it, they can find it that way. But ultimately, you could do a private live. Do a private live that is a live. So you got to make sure you follow the community guidelines. You are live. And then also, thank you so much, friend. And also you get a recording. You'll get some analytics. It's not going to be real significant, but you'll get it. So yeah, so I would tell you to start practicing that way. Is there a way to share live with all followers instead of individually one by one? Not unless you do it as part of like your story, your notes, thought bubble. You can do a post about it. Yeah. There's no way to share like to all of your community. You got to make sure I mean, obviously when you come in, you can share out the live just like you guys can share the live. I can share my live and I did already. And so just knowing that that's probably the primary way people do it. I hope you're not too late because I need this information. You're welcome, friend, Miss Concierge. I'm just getting started, friend. Um, you said I do my practice live in front of the mirror. That's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. I know I get lots of new followers when I go live, but I am not good at monetizing. We're going to talk about number five. Number five is your strategy. I don't want you guys to underestimate number five. Number five is about how do you do this, but how do you think about this strategically? Wealth is a frequency. Welcome to the room, friend. If you don't mind, guys, let's share the live out. Let's do what's called a power share. If you guys can power share out the live, that means when you're literally pressing down and then you can share it out to your friends, followers. At the bottom, you can search for people. But let's do some power shares. And so that would help quite a bit. And thank you so much, friends. Thank you all for sharing out the live. I appreciate it. And so you want people to support your live in that way as well. The shares are really important. I was saying earlier, hey Dr. Michelle, I was saying earlier as a live host, I could see who shared my live, who liked my live, who commented, and the comments that you're sending. So I could see all of that. Is there it's only going live once a week. is okay for North Compass is only going live once a week. Okay at first. Um, you know why I'm pausing? I'm gonna hey, Dr. Michelle. Hello, my Lisa. Welcome to the room. The shares, I'm looking at my other account so I can see comments because when the shares happen, it kind of takes over. So I can see the comments here. And then Carmen, you said, can you briefly do a 1 through 4 again? I hadn't started yet, friend. So you're fine. Highly cute. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Sweet. You talking about this faded shade of red. That's that. I just had to do that to Halleck. This is just a little faded red. That's all it is. Just faded red. Um, will you please show me how to share the Power Share Live again? Sure, friend. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Let's see. Um, let's see, friends. Voice guru. That's right. I love it. I love it. So you gotta press down in the middle of the screen. My glasses, my nose, the middle of the screen. When you take your finger and press down, it does that. And you can share it out. Okay. You said nice laugh. Thank you, Bloom. Appreciate your friend for being here. Thank you so much. Um, thank you so much for that soccer ball. I appreciate you all. Let's see. Do you have two phones or what are you recording? Do you have an iPad? You said, girl, what are you doing? It's too much, huh? How do you set up the banner over your head? Okay, okay. Okay, you guys are asking some great questions. Okay. So you said faded red indeed. I love it. It only is only going live once a week. Okay, at first. Um, okay, you know what? I was processing the answer to that because I don't want the room to assume that that is going to get you far. I don't want y'all to think that. So the answer to that is yes, as long as you're doing something and engaging in a process, it's not going to really have you. I know it won't. Yes. So that's why I was like, oh, should I co-sign that? I'm not sure if I want to co-sign that, but I will say, ideally you want to get to the point that you're going 3 to 4 times a week if you're trying to figure out how to get started, maybe getting a little bit more visibility. If you're joining my agency, I'd say 4 times a week for at least 61 minutes because you got to go over an hour for it to count as a valid go live day. So if it is a matter of, like you said, I'm shy, I'm also nervous, I would say the opposite. I would say go more often because all you're doing is delaying you understanding the app and getting used to it and all the things. By you just going once a week, you're almost restarting constantly. And so you want to grow. So yes, day 7 of a 14-day challenge for me. Yes. So I had a board. Halleck was talking about the board. We talked about a 14-day challenge last week, and I really should have shared this a little bit more this week because we're in a new month. So new months are new opportunities to me. Always think about like, you know what? You can start anytime at any point in time. But when you have like these nice little milestones, these moments and stuff that you can elevate and connect and say, oh, I started on June 1st, or I started, June 7th, or whatever the case may be, then that's a good way to do it. Thank you so much, Dr. Michelle. That was cute. That was cute, friend. And so just think of it that way. So it allows you to get used to the platform. It allows you to get those nerves out the way. It allows you to get comfortable with all the features and then also the engagement that you're doing with other people. Thank you. That was clear and understood. I appreciate you. You're welcome, friend. So I would tell you, yeah, just you got this. Do it scared. You got it, friend. He said, be right back. All right. Let's see. Thank you. I'm going into a meeting now. Have a great live. You're still on later. I will join. All right, friend. I go live twice a day, 10 o'clock and 4 p.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I will definitely answer the question about boards. That is a board. My friend who asked about the banner. So I'll definitely engage about boards. I want you guys to understand that. I'll put my other board back up. I'll definitely talk about the 5 things here. So I want to answer that question as well. Um, what other questions did we get? I think there was a couple of questions thrown at me. Let me know if there's any other question. I just missed that quickly. But before I get started, I was going to talk about YouTube. Just a quick little blurb. I just wanted to talk about that. Bounty, welcome, welcome, friend. Um, what do you think about the best ways to optimize live if you are a business promoting a product? The best ways to optimize your live. I mean, your live is going to be the same if you're a business or personal, to be honest with you. Obviously, from a business perspective, you're talking about your products, your services. You're really amplifying the fact that you have something in particular you're endorsing and talking through, and obviously trying to get sales. So if you're doing like a shoppable live, that's really about the product. So you're doing the features and benefits and stuff. If you have a shop where you are a seller and you are pinning your products, you're doing the same thing in terms of selling and promoting your products. So a lot of those lives are based on your lighting, your sound, how your setup is done with the product demonstration. So you're going to amplify a little bit more of that or emphasize a little bit more of those type of aspects. But for the most part, you're still engaging your audience. You're still answering questions. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate the soccer. And so you're still doing those things. So I wouldn't say the board is helpful to let people know what you're talking about, what your live is about. So all that's helpful. I'm not happy with my board yet. You're not happy. You're still kind of figuring it out. I like your boards though. They look good. Thanks. I don't understand boards and pinning. Okay. So we'll go there in a second. It's probably like number two of what I'm going to be talking about here. I'm sorry, number 4. What's the best way to monetize your live? There's multiple streams that you can do, shoppable lives, pinning products, service plus, obviously the campaigns, the gifting. There's multiple things. So I won't say one thing is better than others. I think it's the combination of all. That's how you're gonna increase your monetization. Question of my lives. I got the what is that? The valor, not enough interaction with my viewers. You got the tell me more. What was that? Like a message from TikTok? Oh, a violation. You got a violation for that. Not enough interaction with your viewers. I got a violation for not enough interaction. So you got a static image. Is that what it was? Like a static image? Or yeah, there that you were too still or something? Did you walk away? Did you not communicate? Were you not on the screen? So that's why you would get that. All the boards glitching. When I look at my live recording, the boards wasn't even there. You know what I'm thinking? First of all, you want to update your app. I'm also thinking, let me ask this question. This is kind of a question I've been kind of going back and doing like this quick little scan. Are you using the AI template board? Are you clicking one of those templates me yet? Let me know if you're clicking one of those. Let me go back up. Somebody asked about my equipment earlier. I'm on my phone doing this live. This is my other account, other device in the live. It's in the live like you are. I'm on my tablet doing my live on YouTube. Okay. So literally I have 3 different devices, but they all are serving different purposes. So on TikTok, this is my phone. I don't use my computer for TikTok because I say you need to have space to stream. I think that question was asked a while back ago. So I just wanted to make sure I followed up on the answer to that. You got to have space on your computer device to stream so that it streams effectively and make sure that you do the updates both on your phone and on your computer. You said, truth about Cooper. Do you go live? You said, how do you get a manager? Let me know what you meant by that. How do you get a manager? You talk about an agency manager. You have to be live. You have to be going live. So put that in the chat. I might be. I've created several boards. I think that's the problem. I really do think that is the culprit. The boards, if you're using those templates and you're just erasing and putting the words in, I think those AI boards have a glitch going on. I think that's what the problem is. There's several people in the agency that had a similar type complaint, and I think they're using it. And if I understood correctly, one of them confirmed that she was using a template. So don't use the template, create your own, and I think that's gonna help. Yes, when I do the boards, I say it's the generic AI boards. Yep, yep, that's what's happening. Yep. How do you do the banner? That's a board. That's what we're talking about now. I've created several boards. Yeah. So it could be that you're created those. And those in fact, thank you, my friends on the YT. Those in fact I think have a glitch going on right now. The air boards. What are those? What templates? I'm lost. Um, I'll talk about boards. Give me a second. I'm gonna talk about let me finish my YouTube conversation from earlier. Okay, really quickly. YT. Couple things I'm doing. Okay. I am co-streaming. So I am going at the same time of this live. I'm also on YouTube. So I'm using my tablet. I'm logged into YouTube Studio, and I am actually doing a live. All right. The live becomes part of the live stream feed. You guys can go back and watch it. I also make it a playlist where it can continue to play for me. I've been doing this over a year. I was able to monetize through the process where you have to have a 500 followers, 3,000 watch hours to get the first level. That's where you can do shop. You can have memberships. You can also have the gifting on YouTube. Gifting doesn't happen instantly like it does on TikTok. I also got 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours, and that's where you can have now the ad revenue. And so I also have ads running, and I've just started that. I just turned on the feature probably in the last, I'm going to say officially, it's been almost 2 weeks. It's been like maybe 13 days. And so with that, I am now seeing monetization come from my ads that are running because of my content with my live stream. It's going back to some of those other videos I've done in the past. And so what tip I gave people is that I want you to make sure thinking about different ways you can monetize. Remember, somebody asked the question about how the, how do you monetize? What's the best way? It's multiple ways. That's the answer. All right. Hey, Lisa Bailey. Thank you so much, friend. It's multiple ways. So you want multiple streams of income. You want to think about how do you start doing things and monetizing that way. I don't gatekeep. I want you guys to win. And so part of this is just getting in it and start doing it. Okay. We have gone 15 days consecutively, twice a day, except one day. All right, friend. And we almost have 1,000,000. Truth, let me know what you meant. Is that on TikTok or are you talking about the YT? Let me know what you meant by that, friend. I'm assuming you're talking about the YT as well. Congratulations, friend. That's awesome. Um, and so I want you guys, thank you, Lisa, for the stickers. I appreciate it, friend. I want you guys to think about your strategy. So oh, TikTok likes. Okay, that's what it was. TikTok likes. That's good. That's good. That's real good. So your content is really good for folks. And you've tapped into your target audience. So that's really good. DJ, thank you for joining. So when it comes to the YT in particular, the YT has some great features on the desktop where you can use the AI to create thumbnails for you. Also, SEO type descriptions, titles, hashtags, tags, timestamps, all that can be created for you. So you can have that for your content. I need to go back because I wasn't doing that when I was first doing my lives. I had to go back and optimize. I do need to also go back and create more long form videos. And so I'm thinking through the strategy to do that. So that content is there too. So again, I just want to say this to you also that you guys can also benefit and get as much out of this time period because we're in an interesting time in the world. And so we have these features, we have these platforms, and you can monetize on them. All right. So I just wanted to share that tidbit with you all. I didn't want you guys to be hanging. And then also, I did talk about it earlier on my YouTube, so you guys can hear a little bit more details I gave in terms of the AI features and stuff. But again, and then I give another software program too that was out there. We started February 18th with education only for 1 month and a half, and then started selling my book. Okay, that's good. Yep. For all those things, the thumbnails and other things you name that are Carmen, what it got cut off, friend. Are those what are those? What do you mean? I was talking about YouTube. That's on YouTube. Those were features over there. That's what I was talking about. So let me know if you missed that. Hey, Coretta, thank you so much for being here. Okay. Boards. Hey there, girl. I went live last night for the first time and I was all over the place. That's okay. It will get better, the divine. It will definitely get better. He said I was all over the place, but that's okay. You'll start looking back, look at your recordings, and you'll start looking back and you'll get it. Somebody asked that question earlier. The live recordings, your recordings, I don't record my content. TikTok records your live for you. You can go back and look at the last 30 days of it. So this is recorded automatically. Do you need a different email address for every new page to watch your own live? Um, you need a different email address to create a new account on TikTok. You also need I think you need email and phone. Tell me if, correct me if I'm wrong. You can get a Google Voice number, you can get a Google email, and you can create another account here on TikTok. I think that's what you're asking. That's for any platform, though. I think you need unique emails. Oh, so spiritual said just email. So you just need just email. So it's either just, is it one or the other, or is it just email? Spiritual, she's done it recently, so I can trust that she knows what she's talking about. Yeah, she's done it recently. I couldn't find the box you taught me about where you add your product, and it dropped at the bottom of Divine. You're talking about for your TikTok shop? Yeah, there's a little shopping bag. And before you start your live, it's under the business suite, under settings. Yeah. What are the qualifications for going live on YouTube? That's a great question. YouTube, you have to have 50 followers. I mean, I'm sorry, they use the word subscribers. 50 subscribers. Subscribers kind of is weird because you think you got to pay for something. You don't. It's the same thing as follow over here. I think they should change the name on YouTube. But anyway, you have to have 50 subscribers. And that's not an easy feat when you're first starting off because essentially people don't always go over there and subscribe to channels. And so you got to be mindful to encourage people to subscribe to your channel. If you're on TikTok, you can actually ask them to go over, especially if you're talking about some other resources over there. You can say, "Hey, why don't you connect with me on my YT?" With that, make sure when they do that, tell them to watch a short. So watch a short video, watch the video, like the video, comment if they can, so you can see that they saw your video. And then ideally, you might say, hey, if you watch mine, I'll go to your channel. You comment on mine, I'll click your profile, watch one of your shorts and subscribe to your channel too. So you want to make sure you watch something. YouTube is all about watching. Okay. You're watching video content. And so they see that as fake engagement if you just go to someone's page and just hit subscribe. So you got to make sure you're watching. All right. Watch it, comment, heart it, then subscribe. Subscribe last. Do those other things first and make sure you subscribe last. Um, so I need help with people staying on my channel. We'll definitely you're gonna talk about some engagement strategies. You got to get people to connect. The numbers go up and down, but you always want to get people to connect. Thank you for sharing out the live. If you guys haven't shared the live before, click the arrow in the corner. You can share or do what's called a power share. Press down on the middle of the screen, my glasses, my nose, and you can share out the live that way. So I appreciate the support. Thank you all for being here. Um, okay, thanks. Okay, either. But you could do it with just okay, either or you could just do it with email. Okay, spiritual said you could do it with either or you could do it with just the email. Okay, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Hoops, hello, hello, friend. Um, Star Girl Michelle, welcome to the room. Okay, let's get to number five. These five tips. Okay, I'm gonna jump in. I want to ask the room though. Let's ask the room. What are some things that you do before you go live? My live host in the room. We got some live hosts in this room. What do you do? What are some of the things? Put it in the chat for us so we can see all the different things people are doing besides praying. Besides praying. I know somebody gonna say, I pray. Share out the live. I love that. Good morning, Brand. I like to post on story. What time am I going live? Okay, that's good, Essence. Set up my card. Yes, yep. Set up your card beforehand. Chances go to settings. I love that. I'm new here, so taking notes. Hey, friend, how you doing? Outline my topic. That's good. That's good. I love that. Um, others. Thank you so much for the rose. Um, hey, friend, how you doing? What are other things that you guys do before you go live? My live host, good morning. How you doing, friend? Saved by grace. Appreciate you, friend. Set up my area, and I like to invite my people and write what my live is about on live description. I love that. I am new to figuring out TikTok. All right. Practice my response to trolls before they Pals want to be funny. Pal said, I'm gonna practice my response to the trolls before they come in my live. Those are the bad actors. Those are the people who you got to mute, block, and report. Hey, Wicked, thank you so much. Um, and so yes, you definitely see. I don't respond to them, so I don't know if you need to practice a response. I set up my space. Make sure I have water off. I have water off to the side. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, water off the side. I have water off to the side. Yes, I have my little water cup here. I do have my water cup. That is true. I set a timer. I have an outline next to me. I breathe before going live. I love that. I love that. So I get the anxious stuff out. There we go, Essence. Check non-disclosure if needed. I love that. Get my likes together. Chances, that's good. Good morning. I'm new to platform. Just reached 1,000. or 1K? 1K. We put a dollar sign in front. Just 1K. Hoops, you laughing at pals. Make sure my notes in front of me. Yep, notes I need to check disclosure. Yes, yep. Okay, so boards. Ooh, yes, the board. So all these things that people named, take note if you're new to the room, everything that was listed is absolutely correct. All right. I'm going to hone in on 5, and obviously number 4 is like kind of a catch-all. So I'm going to talk about number 4. But number 4 is probably like 10 things in itself. Okay? But just recognize there are things you need to do. All right? So if you're just coming here and you're pressing that go live button and you haven't prepared, then you're missing out on the bigger picture here. All right? I tell you, this is an engagement app. You want to think strategically about how you get the engagement, how you build community, what are you saying and doing? Okay, so there's some things you must do before you go live. So I'm going to say the first thing I would tell you to do, I tell you to make sure you know a little bit more about what your audience, your target audience, is looking for. Okay, I want you to pay attention to that. What are they looking for? What type of topics? How do you end up on the For You feed? The FYF, that's what they call it, or FYP. It used to be For You page. How do you pin a product when you're live? Um, Sharp, essentially, when you have items in your shopping bag, you would see that product and it says pin next to it. So you got to make sure you have products in your shopping bag first. And then you'll see when you click that shopping bag again, it says the word pin. So you just pin it. Simple as that. You gotta add products first to the shopping bag, and then you can pick those products. Um, I did just so that you know, because I heard a couple of shoppable questions, literally, literally hot off the presses. I did on Tuesday. Both my 10 o'clock and my 4 o'clock was all about TikTok Shop. The 10 o'clock focused on how to get it for those who don't have it yet, and you're trying to want to get access to it. And then the 4 o'clock focused on now that you have it, now what? What do you do with it? What needs to happen? When I tell y'all, I literally went real deep. It was probably one of the more comprehensive shoppable live discussions I've had, and I've been doing this for a while now. I think that was probably the most comprehensive I've done. So I would encourage you to go to my YouTube, my YT channel, same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, same name. Those are the 2 videos, the most recent videos that have a thumbnail that says shop, so you can't miss it. You can't miss it. They're there, and you just look at my live. Look under the live platform. You can also look under the playlist, but both of them are there. So those lives on YT. Yep, YT. Yep. So I say go there, watch the videos. They're long because I do 2 hours. So you can get all that information. Sit there, drink your coffee, and listen to me talk about shop. Okay. But no, I was trying to be as comprehensive as possible. Now you may not be able to see all the different things because I'll hold on my phone, show different things. But at the end of the day, it is very comprehensive. Okay. I just finished live and had 246. Okay, yes. So you need to flip up your algorithm. Stop naming those countries. Make sure that you're naming where you're from, US based. Make sure you change your content preferences. Uh Clear out your cache. That is on your profile. Go to the 3 lines in the top right corner, scroll down to settings and privacy. Under settings and privacy, scroll down to cache, and you'll see where you can clear it out. And then you'll see content preferences too. So go in that. Those are the 2 things I would tell you to do. Okay, thank you. I will go watch. Yes. Okay, so let me get to current live. I'm not gonna talk about shop. So shop questions, save for later or go watch the videos, okay? So I'll pick up shop maybe again one day next week and I'll talk about it again. I get to it maybe once or twice a month. I don't get to it often. Do know a lot about shop. Shop is a thing, so you got to be mindful. Do the training videos. Do the training videos. There's plenty of training and resources. If you have never done a training video for TikTok Shop, then you're not doing shop correctly. So you need to be looking at those training videos. All right. Thank you so much for the soccer balls. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting those live goals. Janae, welcome, friend. Okay, so you gotta put in the time there too. You gotta do the training, you all right. There's training here too. I don't want to understate that there's training. This app is pretty comprehensive. It gives a lot of great information and resources. Interest checklist complete. All right, friend. Um, okay, so let's go to the number one. The first thing I talked about here. So the first thing I would say to do, and so this is a countdown: one, two, three, four, five. So the first thing I would tell you to do is make sure you know what people are searching for. So there's a couple different ways you can find that out. Okay. On my training videos for TikTok, under TikTok Studio, go to the live side, scroll down. You see Live Academy. Go to the post side, scroll down. You see Creator Academy. Anything Academy is training on TikTok. Okay. Under TikTok Shop, you go to Toolkit, the TikTok Shop Toolkit. Scroll down. There's an academy for that. Okay. Academies is where you get your training. So TikTok Studio on your profile, click it. You see post and you see live. Scroll all the way down and you get both of those academies. Okay. Um, so when it comes to knowing your community and knowing what your target audience, so let's be clear. When you're, I think Carmen, you mentioned you're changing your topic to talk about your health journey. You need a new audience. You need to be able to identify what is of interest to that audience. All right. Um, and what does that mean? To make sure that you I don't know what that means. Hold on one second. Hold on, YouTube. You get a lot of little trolls over there. So I was like, what does that mean? So I had to make sure I understood the comments. So I removed them. I gotta have those comments because they will act up over there. I was like, that threw me off. I was like, I'm trying to understand the question, but it wasn't a question. I think it was a troll, y'all. So anyway, so when it comes to knowing your target audience, first of all, you should know your target audience. I maybe let me do if I could say thank you, friends. If I could say there's a sub level here. So I'm not on one, I'm on zero. So let me say what's the zero thing you should do. You should know who your audience is. And so if you don't know what your niche is, what your topics are, what your audience is before you go live, I would tell you to do a little bit of research there just to kind of get a better sense of who you're talking to. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot come here and think you're talking to everybody. You're not. You have an audience. You have people who are interested in your topic. You should, at least. Okay. And so you want to be able to say, okay, who am I talking to? What is that demographic, the psychographic, meaning what they think and feel? And what are the things they're challenged by? What are those pain points? And then how do I create content, whether it's posted content or my live stream content, that is going to be something that is relevant to them, something that they want to hear, they want to engage in, and then ultimately, how do I lead them towards a solution? This is my people who sell items, okay? My sales folks. Because again, if you're selling something, you want to make sure you're able to speak to that person in terms of your offer being their solution. Okay. So you need to know who they are and be able to speak to them as if you really do know them. And then obviously they're going to get to know and like and trust you. And then they're going to see your solution being the thing that they need to have. Okay. So you got to kind of think about it from that perspective. I mean, that's just marketing 101 because you're trying to make sure you're bringing the right audience to your room. Okay. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, everybody coming in. I appreciate it. If you're new, put new in the chat. We always want to keep the chat moving. So if you are new to the room, and I know y'all taking notes, I am on the YT, so it is there for you. So you don't have to take a whole lot of notes. But yeah, thank you, my newbies. Appreciate you all coming in and saying hello. Kira, Millen, Molly, thank you so much. Um, Urban Eye Candy L said hi to you. Hey, Urban Eye Candy NL. Diane, um, was it in Tomsy? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for joining. I always tell you guys if you come into someone's live room, you want to be perceived as an engaged viewer. You're not watching television. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have engagement. I need engagers. I need people to comment, like, share, support the live goal, do the things that TikTok is telling you to do, send a rose, do whatever, heart me, and become part of my community. So those are the things that you're here for. So I teach that because I want you guys to be great viewers. Because when you go live, you're going to go live too. And then you can teach your community how to engage. So if you're just watching and you don't know any of the features and you're not using them, haven't touched them, haven't engaged, thank you for getting that daily heart me, then how are you gonna teach your people? You're gonna be like, "Why don't people engage?" I'm gonna be like, "Do you engage? What you doing?" So engage. That's it's important. That's what this app is all about. It's an engagement app. Okay. So I just say that to you guys. I'll talk more about the engagement because I'm seeing some of my friends that don't have their heart me's. They don't have the Lisa box next to their name. And some people who don't have a blue box next to their name. That's that other gifting box that follows you to every live you go to. So I'll talk about that as well. We have a few people in the room like that. So I want to make sure you guys are getting the support you need. Airtime Explorers, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Bill Beyond, welcome to the room. Good morning to you as well. Simply SP, welcome, friend. Brandy, you're my hero. Why am I your hero? You're so sweet. Say you're my hero. I love it. I love that. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you as well, Michelle. I definitely, it's definitely is about engagement. It is. It is. That's how you grow and build. I love that. Thank you all. I appreciate it. You said MP. I had my first client form filled out for the one time of my okay, promote ads yesterday. Super excited. Congratulations to that. Awesome. Okay, so let's go back to 0. Let me say 0 real quick, and I'm gonna give you guys this prompt. Again, it's on YouTube, so please don't ask me to repeat it. Okay? I'm gonna I'm preparing you. I'm going to say it on YouTube, and so you can go to the YT and catch what I just gave. The timestamp is probably turn on right around an hour because I've been live for about an hour. So right around an hour, you'll find what I'm talking about. All right. If you're wanting to just jump start to this part of the video, I'm clueless about this. My lives are boring. My content is boring. Laugh out loud. I need help. Listen to what I'm about to say, Brandy. So this is for you. From that statement alone, what I'm about to give you, you can take it and make it your own. All right. I do believe in we're at a point in life. This live has been so helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Dr. Tammy. Hey. And I've done this in my other YouTube videos, so you might catch it me saying this a few other times. But we're at a time in our life where we do have the AI. The AI is there to help us. So let's leverage it. All right. So I don't know what your AI preference is, whether it's Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, you name it. There's tons of them out there. Pick one and use it. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Hey, Julia. Absolutely. All right. So here's a prompt that I'm giving as a freebie. Okay. ChatGPT. And I actually do use ChatGPT mainly. Here's a prompt. This is a freebie. All right. And ultimately, I do coaching, I do consultations. I'll pin my service plus. I am an agency owner, manager, so I have multiple creators, many people in the room, like Lisa Bailey and Elle, and there's several people in the room that are in my agency right now. And so I'll talk about the agency in a little bit. It's a free program. And so there's Voice Guru. She's an agency. She said, "Love me some Claude." You know what? I need to try Claude. I haven't tried it yet. So I need to get over there. Keep saying it. My husband's used it a few times and he likes it. But I think I'm just kind of married to chat because it already knows me. So I haven't tried anything else yet. And when I'm using it, I'm like trying to get in and get out. so but I need to explore. I was gonna say the way you talk about this stuff sounds easier to understand. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. I want you guys to leverage the AI. All right. When everything's said and done, you need to know your niche. You said Claude is good. I use that in chat. Okay. I use those big three. Claude is my favorite. Oh, really? Okay. All right. I need to try it. Yeah, he loves it too. Claude is great. But yes, my chat knows me very well. Yeah. So I think that's the thing. I'm like, let me just go where it knows me. Yeah. So interesting. But you all, so I don't know if some of you are not catching what's being given. These tools are here. So just start using them. All right. So I am a person that says, um, I'm a person that says you need to have a niche. Niche is necessary. Even the people who don't have a niche actually do have a niche. So I was like, your niche is that you're saying you don't have a niche. Let's just engage. So you're building community. So your niche might be just community, whatever. Okay. So just know that you need a niche. All right. So you need to have something. And then obviously, what I tell people too is that your audience is often a reflection of you. Your audience is often a reflection of you. Grok is good. I deleted chat because the guardrails. Okay, gotcha. Claude, what if you don't really understand your niche? I'm about to teach you. So we're gonna give you a prompt. Niche is necessary. I heard a lot of people loving Claude. Okay, good, good. Okay. Um, so just recognize like your audience is a reflection of you because ideally your audience often is a reflection of you. Yes, that's scary. So because ideally you're going to be relatable to them. So many of you in this room, y'all are a reflection of me. I was nervous. I was scared. I'm an introvert, even though I don't seem like it. I am an introvert. Um, I was, trying to figure out all the different things I could be doing. I was an overthinker. Okay. I'm a perfectionist because I like to know all the things before I act on something. I need to know the rules. I'm gonna understand it clearly. And so a lot of what I'm doing now has shifted my thinking about those things. And what I will say is that I could relate to you all. I could talk about this. I can teach it because I teach it in a way that I needed to understand it. Me too. This. Yeah. Your perfectionism is overthinking. Yes, perfection. Yeah. And so I teach it in a way that is relatable to me. Because I was like, "Well, why would I teach it in a way that I ain't gonna understand it and people gonna have 101 questions?" I ask 101 questions. Y'all ask 101 questions. So all the things that y'all do, I do. I know that. So you guys are a reflection of me. All right. And so I know many of you generationally. I'm a Gen Xer. And y'all probably Gen Xers in the room. We got some millennials, we got some boomers, we got all types. But these are people because of my intersectionality between those generations and how I talk and teach, you guys can connect with me. You can relate. You said millennial. you know, I don't get any Gen Zs really in the room. I'm just saying I don't get them. They don't come here. I ain't they speed. They not coming here. So, I got Gen Zs in my house and they like, look here, lady. I read so much, watch the academy, then I go live and boom, forget. Oh, you're so funny. What do you do? What do you do if you're over 50? I know that's not super old, but the learning has to be like ABC. Um, friend. Lady Gloria, didn't you just hear me say I'm Gen Xer? Lady Gloria, I'm a Gen Xer. I'm doing this thing. I'm doing this thing. I will be in the 50 club next month, friend. So I'm owning that. But at the end of the day, we all can learn. I have people in my agency. We just had Vibe Wellness here yesterday. She was celebrating 69 years of life and she is doing her thing. And she's been going at this over a year and so proud of her. She's been on multiple social media platforms. She said 18 years because she went entrepreneurial route before this was even a thing. And so, I mean, it's for all of us. It takes time. It is a learning curve. I don't deny that. I get that. I'm still a student. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still trying to understand some of the nuances here. But at the end of the day, as you do it, I tell you all the time, practice makes progress. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to start this process perfect. You don't have to have all the things lined up to just press go live. You can start and you can tweak things and change things and make pivots and do all the things as you go. So I'm just saying that's just how this is. So start the process. Once I get my first practice in, I think I'll be fine. There we go. Ha ha ha. Yes, love that. Practice makes progress. That's it. That's it. That's what we're doing. We're doing away with the perfectionist mindset. We are not perfect here. None of us. None of us. Gen X here. I love that. I'm a boomer doing this. I love that, friend. I'm a boomer. It can be done. There we go. Thank you, friend. You said you look incredible. Appreciate you, friend. I'm thinking about going live soon. I'm so nervous. You got this, friend. You got it. Ha ha ha. Gen X is around here. Yes. So I just point that out because I want you guys to see, anybody could be doing this. Anybody can be doing this. Yes, progress over perfection. I love that. Yep. Don't forget Jen Jen Jones. What Jen is that? Let me know. I've seen 60s and 70s on this app. Yes, Lisa Bailey. Yes. I'm in the 60 and over still learning. Dr. Lisa helped me a lot. I did, friend. I appreciate you. We are the we're the forgotten generation. What's the Gen Jones? Is that the silent generation? Let me know. What you mean by that? I missed that. Wait a minute. Are you talking about like what's I'm thinking about the thing that happened in Waco, Texas. Is that what you're talking about? Right? I'm thinking of Jim Jones. Maybe wrong Jim Jones. Maybe wrong Jones. Jen Jones, 59 to 60, 56 to 64. Um, is that a no, seriously, I thought that's the boomer. That's not considered boomers? So you're saying that's in between boomers and Gen X? Is that what you're saying? Spiritual, let me know, because I thought you guys were one or the other. I thought y'all were like young boomers and old Gen Xers. You said that's boomers. I thought that was too. I have no idea. Nope. We're not boom. She said we're not boomers. You said never heard of that. You said look us up. Yes. You said that's why we forgot. Look us up. Yes, that's the end of boomers, and you can't relate to the older boomers. Okay, gotcha. You said it's real. You said it's a micro generation. We're in the teens in the 70s. Okay, gotcha. Younger boomers, almost Gen X. Gotcha. Oh, that makes sense. It does, it does. I actually I have like my husband's uncle, he's like a big brother to us and similar. I think he's in that age group in those years. And his my husband's mom is his big sister. I think there's a big age difference between the two, maybe like 15 years between him and his uncle. And so yeah, you could definitely tell the differences between the two. So I could get with that. And he's not quite our generation either. Like, he's a older Gen Xer, younger baby boomer. So yeah, so he's definitely in that crew. I get you. I hear you. We want to be Gen X so bad. Gen X's, we were cool. I'm just saying we were cool. Probably the way the older millennials don't relate to the younger millennials. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I used to say that in my live, and a millennial said, "Don't call me no older millennial. Just call me millennial." I was like, "Okay, okay. Yeah, that's all right." Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Y'all so sweet. Y'all so funny. I love the engagement. Thank you so much, y'all. Now I gotta say Jen Jones. So I'll add that to my list. Gen X is the generation we experienced so many shifts in society. We did. We did. I would agree with that. Yeah, from technology to, you know, um, music to, other societal norms and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. The telephone ended. We had the telephone, now it's not even a thing. It's all cell phones in terms of landlines and stuff. So just different things that have happened. Um, oh, like one time it was a disaster. Yes. Okay, you'll get it. You'll get it. You said ex millennials. That's true. All right. You said Jen Jones is hilarious. I don't know, spiritual. You want me to say that for real? I gotta say Jen Jones. She said, "What about us?" You said elder millennials remember the phones. That's true. Oh, you said, "Y'all check out the Jen Jones. We have both the 60s and the 80s." Okay. All right, friend. I'm gonna start adding Jen Jones. All right. Let me give you guys this prompt. This is for my people who are doing the niche. You need to know your niche. You need to know your topics you're gonna cover in your live stream. You need to know over the yeah, I thought she was talking about Jim Jones too. Who's that? You need to know your niche, you need to know your topics, you need to know your target audience. So here is the prompt. All right. So on the YT, y'all finally get it. The timestamp is like an hour and 15 minutes. So but start at an hour so you can hear this whole conversation. So here's the prompt. I like to ask it for brainstorming. Okay. So that's how I do this. This is a brainstorming prompt. I say brainstorm 5 examples. Okay. So 5 examples of a niche, target audience. I'm sorry. Niche, topics, and a target audience for my live stream, my TikTok live stream, and include in the target audience the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points, okay, for that target audience. So brainstorm 5 examples of a niche, topics, and a target audience for my TikTok live stream and include for the target audience the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points based on me being dot 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 and infuse your characteristics. All right. That's where you're going to add your characteristics. You're going to say, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I love to crochet, I love to do fitness workouts. Um, whatever you do, whatever you want to put in there, whatever your topic is. Psychographic is a term, it's a marketing term or a psychological term when it comes to how people think and feel. And so people have a prototype based on their demographics and their lived experiences. And there's things that encompass how you think and feel, kind of like this generational conversation we just had. Generationally, we operate differently. We think and feel certain ways because of our lived experiences. And obviously, as a group and a cohort of people, we have a shared lived experience. And so you want to think about how people think about situations, your topic, and then how they feel about it. And as a live host, you're able to tap into that. You're able to talk about those things in a way that makes them feel seen and heard. This whole conversation is a reflection of that because you guys feel seen and heard because I tapped into a commonality that we have. We're overlapping generations. We're here in this space. We're learning. We're understanding that it's challenges here, but we're all seeing that there's a possibility to go beyond that. Okay. And so, because of that, you want to be able to, tap into your topic and make it relatable for your community. So what is the pain points? The pain points are the challenges. So we just had this whole common experience just now with the generations, but there were some challenges too. There's some challenges that happen for people personally. And so depending on what your topic is about, you want to name that. You want to be able to be relatable to that. So the challenges for people in this room, my nervous people, my scared people, my people who want to understand all facets of this app, my people who are curious about how to do different features and where are things located. And so I tap into that because I share that information with you all. And I try to bring down, kind of hopefully lower the bar in terms of what you think and feel about this experience. There's your right challenges. Yep. And so you'll think about your topic in that way too. And so the AI is really good because it's going to give you those psychographics. It's going to give you the common pain points based on your topic. Okay. It's going to give you the demographic. It'll give you that because we just asked for it to give it to us. Okay. So there's no guessing. And when you read it, you'll be like, oh, you said huge value. Jeremy's like, huge value. Love it. You're gonna be like, oh, okay. Now those are the things I need to be talking about. I just tried the prompt and found my target audience. Look at you, friend. Oh, you said Trini, you said where you're gonna go. That was an AI prompt. That was like Chat, Gemini, whoever, Claude, whatever you want to use. I joined late. No problem, no problem. So what I just explained was you said this is huge. It is huge. It is. It is. It is. Okay. Yeah, so what I explained, I said it's on the YouTube. So I'm co-streaming so you can go there and look at it, listen to the video. But yeah, um, thank you so much. Hey, friend. Appreciate you. What is this? Soft Life Alexi. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you for that first time gifter. Your lives are saved to look at and again, my lives are anyone who does a live on TikTok, you get 30 days of the recording. So you go to your recordings under your live center. That's also under tools and resources. And you can click and look at your live recordings. As far as my lives are, I co-stream on YouTube for this reason. Because people always ask, like, Doc, how do I see your videos? I was like, you know what? Let me be on my YouTube channel. Let me get this going because I keep asking people, keep asking. So now you guys can go to the YT. I co-stream. I'm literally on a second device. I'm on YT listening. I'm sorry, talking and doing this recording there. Okay. We said, oh, I don't know. It was 30 days, dang. Mine are gone. Yes, yes. Yeah. So you're yeah, so it's 30 days. Hey Luna, I see you, friend. On my way tonight. Uh, so let me pause for the calls real quick. So Luna's saying she's on her way tonight. So my agency, my agency, we're doing our first retreat, first in person. So it's a small cohort of us, but we're coming together in person and doing a retreat. I would love to see this grow in the future. Possibilities are endless, but I would love to see this grow in the future where, there's hundreds of people in the room, we're learning and growing from each other. But yes, we'll be coming together in person in Florida, so, in Orlando. So really excited about that. Thank you, friend. I love hearing that. She's like, "I'm going tonight." How cool is awesome. Yeah, so we're in Florida, friend. Thank you so much. I'm hoping to see you guys in the fall. Look at you, friend. Yes, that's great. Oh, yes. Oh, you're Central Florida. Hey, neighbor. Hey, neighbor. Yes. So just know that prompt is gonna help you guys. And then I'm gonna give y'all a bonus on this. Okay? Bonus. Once you select one of those options and you love it, maybe number three you like, maybe number two, you could ask it to run it again if you like two and four. You can say, hey, run this again with the combination of two and four. Okay? And so you could do that. All right. And then you can take it and say, I cannot wait to see you all together. I hope to go live. There we go. We'll try to go live. We'll definitely do it. We'll figure out timing and coordination of it. But yeah, we'll definitely do it. You could take it to the magnitude of women through oh, you're saying to that point, TD Jakes? Yes, yes, you're right. It could be. It could be. I would love that. Yeah. Hey, from your words to God's ears and beyond. Absolutely. I went live for the ninth time today, and after 3 weeks, I'm over an hour now, all because I just listened to you. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Um, I love that. So that's what this is all about, y'all. Hey, Terrence, thank you so much for the shares. If you guys don't mind sharing the live, you'll do this recalibration throughout your live. I'm at an hour and 15 minutes into my live. So there's going to be multiple touch points. I don't want you guys to forget doing these things. Asking your community to share the live, asking them to continue to like with the hearts, the comments, and as you guys saw, I did it on purpose. I had like prompts for you guys. Tell me what your 5 things you do. What do you do before you go live? I'm asking questions. So you wanna keep the chat chatting. What are the benefits of getting 10K followers? Um, there's a couple things that unlock for you with that benefit. And really quickly, just so that you guys know, there is on your under TikTok Studio. If you scroll down, it says benefits. It's under more tools. It says benefits, and you could look at the different follower milestones to know what the benefits are for each milestone. Okay. So what I'm telling you, you can go and look at for yourself and see where you stand. They actually put a little check mark to say which one you're at. So you can see it. I think I just don't know how to say it right now. Okay, what are you saying, friend? How and why do you pin? Give me 1 second. I have a question I feel cringy about. Then likes and it. To add, oh, okay. Well, let me unpack that a little bit. Yeah, don't feel cringy about it because that's what this app is all about. Thank you. I've been watching a few days, did lives 3 times. Okay, made 55 cents. I'm excited for the small wins. That is awesome. Okay. So really quickly, benefits. 10K followers, you get video gifting. So people can click your videos and send you a gift on your videos. You get the ability to thank you, friend. Thank you for that hand heart. You get the ability for you to start unlocking the Creator Rewards program. However, you have to have 100,000 views on your videos in the last 30 days. So over a 30-day period, you have to get to that point where there's 100,000 views, not likes, not follows, views. And so it's a little challenging, but I mean, the goal is to make sure you're producing content and producing quality content so that people are viewing it. The other thing you do is playlists. Playlists on your page. You can now add the playlist feature. So those are things that you get. So take a look at that feature to see all the benefits of the different milestones. Um, when it comes to Brandy, your question really quickly. Let me unpack that a little bit. Let me spend a little time because that's part of engagement. I think we need to shift the expectations of viewers. Okay, that's why I teach going live. Your live is not television. Your live needs engagement. In order for you to get visibility and get pushed out to the For You feed, ideally, you're talking to your target audience and they are actively engaging. Thank you, Self Life. They are actively engaging. The likes matter, the shares matter, because that gives you another visibility point. The comments matter, the daily heart me's matter, the roses matter, all that matters to your live stream and the performance of it. All right. So if your audience is not finding value with what you're doing, ideally you want to shift the type of people who are in your room. You want to make sure people understand how to support you. All right. They used to have for the Heart Me, it used to be called Team. Join my team. I like the team concept because ideally, if I'm here as the host, I'm sharing all this information and stuff. As part of this team, we are all working together. And I used to jokingly say this joke, and it's probably like a little bit tasteless. But at the end of the day, I say when you come into someone's life, realize you're coming into a whole relationship. This is a relationship you just entered. All right. You're not coming here just to sit back and watch. You are actively an active participant of this relationship. And you actually just entered a threesome. Whether you liked it or not, you just walked in on a threesome. All right. And the threesome is you, me, and TikTok. Okay. And so, not that I know anything about threesomes, y'all. I don't know anything about threesomes. I'm just saying. Don't know nothing about it. But the reality is, all of us got to work together. TikTok, if it's glitchy and not doing what it needs to do, you said, wow. Randy said, wow. Randy, what you doing? um, do you always upload your lives? Yeah, they are. I don't upload them. I co-stream so that it automatically uploads for you. You taught me Daily Harmony gives 10 comments. I do it every time and give my coins. There we go. Because you're building community. He said you're hilarious. Let's see. That is what I need to understand. Daily ranking hearts and gifts. Okay, okay. Now I gotta see y'all. See, I wasn't gonna do the blue box. I gotta do the blue box, y'all. I wasn't gonna do it because I was gonna try to avoid it, but my friends are asking me the questions that lead me to talk about the blue box. So, you said threesome. I was muted until you said not that I know about threesomes. I don't. I don't. Working together makes the difference with Dr. Lisa. Yes, we gotta work together. This is my first time over here and I love and appreciate the information. You're welcome. Like I said, I know it's like a little tasteless. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, this girl real. She real. She really out there. No, I'm not. But you thank you, friend. I appreciate that. I'm not out there like that. I just see it that way. That was what came to my mind. I was like, the three of us. Okay. But let me say this. Uh let me say this. Girl, you're gonna need to put on your pants if you keep cracking those jokes. I know. Let me say this. I don't want you guys to think that you're supposed to be just sitting back and relaxing. All right. I think now we'll always remember. I know. I know. So y'all realize when y'all going to somebody else's life, it's like, Lord, I'm entering a threesome. I didn't know I was entering this threesome. Had no clue I was walking into this type of threesome. You said that the analogy works. You said he was into threesomes. He was. So now y'all see it. Now y'all won't be able to unsee it. So y'all now know y'all need to engage. What type of equipment do you need to have a for like a microphone like yours? Um let me say this real quick. This microphone actually is a little bit of a prompt for you all because it's not actually on. My phone, the audio is coming through my phone. The microphone, it's actually a nice microphone too, a Mahona wireless. I love it, love it, love it. But it's connected to my YouTube tablet. So YouTube is getting the microphone. Behind every joke is a hint of truth. It is. It is. Yeah, it is. So I don't again, I don't know anything about threesomes. I don't. I just in my mind, I feel like that's a lot of relationship work. It's work. So, yeah, so anyway, um, so when it comes to equipment, give me a second because there is equipment you need. I talk about lights, your lighting, I talk about your sound, I talk about your background. Um, I talk about, your stand, your phones on. So there are things you need to pay attention to. I don't want that to prevent you from taking action. All right? So I always say that. I don't want you guys to be like, "Oh, I have to be set up like this. I have to have it exactly like this way." Because I'll tell you this microphone, the lights back here, this is real. The lights back here, all this is 2026. I didn't look like this in 2025. So this is new, a newer look to my live stream. And so recognizing that you don't have to have all the answers, you can evolve as you go and still continue to make progress, make forward progress. That's the goal. All right. Hey, Rose, thank you so much, friends. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Um, so are you saying if we only have 600 followers, people can't give on our live? I never said that. Wani, why did you say that? Why did you say that, friend? Let me know what you mean by that. I don't even know why that would have been said. I'm trying to think, did you hear something else? But I can't make sense of that one. Yeah. Why did you say 600? You can go live with as little as 50 followers. I thought you said at 10K people get I said video gifts, content side. So people can start gifting you on your videos. Like right now, I can't send you a gift on your videos. You don't have that feature unlocked. So it's on the content side. She said, "Oh, okay." Yeah, on the video gift. So not for your live stream. I wasn't talking about the live at that point. She was asking blankly, like, what are some of the benefits of a 10K followers? And so you unlock that feature. What benefits do you offer for subscription and fan clubs and set apart from other things? Give me 1 second. I want to finish my thought on engagement. I didn't finish. See, this happens every time, y'all. I'm like, I have these moments, I'm answering your questions, and I never really get through my topics. I never really get through. But I do need to talk about my subscriptions because you asked a great question. I need to talk about the fan club. So let me talk about the fan club. Let me talk about super fan. That's what that is. And I want to talk about the blue box that you guys see because there's some of you who don't have it, and then I know there's some of you who have it and don't know what you got because you don't even know what it is. I'm keeping you on till I get in the car. Okay. I have over 50, but not live option yet. So Nick, you have 95. So your account has to be over 7 days old. You have to post content. When you come into a live, I also encourage you to have a blue box. You don't have a blue box yet. So we're going to talk about that because TikTok sees that as every everything you touch, everything you watch, everything you say, all of that is informing TikTok about what you want, what you're interested in. All of that makes up this story about you. And so TikTok sees you going into lives, you put a comment in, but it told you to do something. I tell people that all the time. Let me move my microphone for a second. It told you to do something when you pop into a live. Every single live you go to, we all get that. We all see it. People with no blue boxes next to their names. I know you've been ignoring that. You have been intentionally ignoring it. Whether it's intentional or not, I shouldn't say intentional, but you've ignored it consistently. Maybe I should say that. Like you've ignored that feature because you don't have a blue box. If you didn't ignore it and you had coins on your account before you came into a live, and let me again, we talk about the life of a live host and the role of a viewer. I'm ignoring it till about a month ago. Yep. Yep. And so Just recognizing that as you are on this app, you're engaging. And so I almost let me say this. Okay, she's okay. Let me say this because I almost feel like TikTok should not allow you to go live until you sent your first gift because I think it's disingenuous to come and become a live host and you've never engaged in that way. But yet, in order for your live to grow, in order for your live to prosper, you need people to do that for you. You do. I agree. Wow. You need people to grab your daily heart. They have to have coins on an account to do that to do that feature. I watch first to see it all. Yep. You need people to grab your daily heart rate. You need people to support your live goal. You need people to support your flash goal. That's a random goal TikTok put out there. So I was like, well, why would you allow people to go live if they've never done any of those things? Like that, make it make sense. And so that's why I said we got to shift the narrative because viewers need to understand you have a role in this live. Same way all of you have a role. Thank you so much. Hey, daddy's girl, how you doing, friend? Dang, I just got in here and I feel like I missed something. You supposed to said I'll watch first to see it all. Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people too where I absorb the energy before I make a decision. Chief, look at you, freak. Said, let me send this girl my heart me. She's like, she judging me and TikTok too. None Academy went into this much detail. They haven't. Yeah, I think TikTok is wrong for it, but they should. Love that point. Agree with you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, the education here in this app is lacking. Yeah, they need to do better because I think that's the shift that needs to happen. I think people no shade because I know I overshare. I share a lot of information. I know I do. And because I share a lot, again, that's me because I'm like one of those people who have 101 questions. So y'all are a reflection of me. I know y'all gonna ask questions. And so because I share a lot, I think TikTok needs to understand there are live hosts out here that are doing above and beyond. And so if you have viewers that don't understand the way to engage as a high quality viewer, that's a missed opportunity. You're right, they need to teach that in TikTok. They do. They need to have an academy or a blurb to say how to be a high engaging viewer. The viewer experience, the guest experience, like the do's and don'ts, so that people understand, like, hey, here's the etiquette. Here are the things I'm supposed to be doing. Here's what all these different features and gamification means for my growth on this app. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like all that is tied into how you grow as a viewer. And in turn, it's tied into how you grow as a live host. And in turn, is how you grow on this app overall. And it spills over to your content. So if you're not doing all the things, thank you so much, friend. If you're not spending time to do all the things, you are stunting your growth. I'm just being honest. When you don't do it, you'll see the difference. When you do it, you'll see the difference. Yeah, I feel bad, but I didn't know. I know. And that again, I blame TikTok. It ain't y'all fault. It ain't y'all fault. Ain't none of y'all. It's the blue box. You said, do you have a blue box? She's like, do I have that blue box you mentioned? You do, friend. Okay, let's do this real quick. I'm gonna do show and tell because I did a little soapbox and I was preaching. So let's do this. Do me a favor. Put blue in the chat. I'm literally learning as I go. Um, I don't fully understand the gifting concept. Yep. Cynthia, I'm gonna help you, friend. I keep missing the beginning of these lives, and I feel like I miss so much vital information. You're so sweet. Preach. Anytime. TikTok needs to pay you to teach. They do. They do. TikTok do better. I wish I heard. It's on YouTube. It's on I do co-stream on the YT. So anything I just talked about leading up to this moment, you can go back and watch it on YouTube. It'll be available maybe the next couple hours. YouTube takes a minute for it to upload as a video. So you'll see it probably like by 3 o'clock Eastern. I'm on the Eastern time zone. Blue. Okay, so everybody who put the word blue in, I want you to click your photo. Where you put the word blue, your photo's right there. Thank you. We can purchase one-on-one. You can. I do one-on-one consultations. Um, my stand stores on my agency page. I'll show that in a second. But I do one-on-one consultations and I do coaching packages. Like if you want extensive training, and we kind of walk through. We have weekly point meetings, and we kind of go through all the different things, all the questions, all the. I even do training in terms of how you can get over some of that nervousness and anxiety about this. So we kind of walk through that. So yeah, so there's a lot of time spiritual. She did it with me. There's several people who have met with me now. So um, it's never is necessary at this point. Yeah, it is. I tell people, depending on what you're looking to do here, I was one of those people that got coaching, got bought courses that taught me, went to lives. I got the training. And so I'm a big proponent. Somebody asked me the other day, like, what my dissertation topic was based on. It was based on mentorship in a business relationship. And so the importance of mentorship, because in my prior life, I worked in higher ed all my career, and I oversaw career education for the institution. And for you to do well in your career, what I tell young people is like, hey, you need to surround yourself with strong mentors and somebody who's going to sponsor you. So when you're not in a room, they're going to be able to advocate for you. And so those relationships matter. And many times those sponsors become people who might have been your mentor or they're connected to your mentor. And so that person, your mentor, is talking about you to that person, and that person, like, hey, yeah, send me your resume. Tell me, let me make sure I support them. Oh, yeah, that's great. Tell me if you got somebody who you recommend for this opportunity. So those things happen. And if you're not being intentional about getting the proper training, then you miss out. You take the long road. Okay. So yeah, my battery is low. Thanks for the engagement. You're so welcome, friend. Not a problem. Oh yeah, been that far on my own. I think I need someone. Yep, yep. That's absolutely it, friend. Okay, so here's what I will say. You clicked the blue box and you clicked your photo and it brought you here really quickly. The first box, these are the boxes I wanted to talk about real quick, and I'm gonna click the blue one in a second. The first box is you as a viewer. The second box is you as a fan club member for in my room where it says Lisa, where people have clicked the daily heartbeat. The last box is you. I'm sorry, I clicked it by accident. The last box is you as a live host. TikTok is also tracking your performance as a live host. So, viewer, fan club member, live host. Okay. So, those are what those boxes represent. In each of those boxes, you're climbing. Your goal is to increase in advance. That's the goal. There's different ways to get there. Okay. Depending on what you're doing. All right. So your goal is to always think about, how am I growing? How am I building? How am I making the right connections? All right. So you're being intentional about what you're doing. Um, this is so good. And so you want to pay attention to where you're at, what levels you're at along these roads, or along each of these. Okay. You as a viewer, you as a fan club member, and you as a live host. All right. And then this is your gift gallery that's also available to you only as a live host. And if you're a guest in someone's room. Okay. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate it. Okay. So the blue box, we put the word blue in the chat because we're going to talk about this blue box. Now, let me break this down. Everything I talk about, everything in in these features, there's always question marks. And so you can click it yourself and just read up a little bit more on it. It's the Gifter Level Up program. And so essentially, this is you gifting. Stop it. This phone acts up. I need to change the screen on this. Okay. Screen protector. Thank you, Chances. Thank you all coming in. I appreciate you all coming back. Holly Q, I think you came in as well. Thank you so much. Bounty, welcome to the room. And so you have this blue screen here. This blue screen represents your level of engagement in terms of your gifting level. The blue box with the number next to it, as you're in the live here. We see it. Kels, welcome to the room. Thank you for the populars. We see it. Okay. You can't unsee it now. All right. So when you're in someone's room, you can look up and see what level of engagement they are. You said we see it. Okay. We see it when people don't have it. I'm sneaking this live in while I work. Okay. We see it when they don't have it. All right. My friend from the king. And so now we like, okay, all right. So, and I tell you guys, hey, sweetie pie, I point that out to you because when you go live, you're gonna be like, you know what, Doc, nobody gets my daily heart me. Nobody supports my flash goal. Nobody is helping me at all in my life. And I'm like, what's the level of engagement in your room? Do they have blue boxes? And you're like, no, none of them do. Well, they don't know how to engage. They don't know how to. They have to have coins on their account to do that. They haven't been clicking any of the little messages from TikTok. I have regulars, but not many. Yep. Yeah. And so just recognize that that's part of it. So the Lisa box is people clicking my daily heart me. And then there's the other box that's a little longer. It says Lisa, has the little swirl around the hearts. Those are super fans. Those are people who purchase my super fan benefit. TikTok has a flat fee. It's $9.99. You can become a super fan. And so my super fan, I'm gonna do something next week. This week, because we have the retreat, my time is just so compressed. But next week, I'll do a super fan only live. You could do a super fan only live. You can turn on some other features for your super fans. So if my super fans, just really quickly, this is just a quick little teaser. If my super fans wanted to communicate with me, I can turn that feature on where only my super fans can chat. And so my super fans can talk to me right now. Only the super fans are the ones that can talk. So if your super fans, say hello. If you have the Lisa with the swirl next to your name, your super fan, put hello in the chat. All right. So we got a few super fans in the room, but recognize, hey, Diamond, recognize you can turn that feature on. So if you're having a topic, you're like, just want the super fans to communicate their answers first. You could prioritize your super fans. All right. Um, and so this is a feature. Hello. She said hello. No other super fans in the room. That's it. Thank you, Diamond. I appreciate it. But just keep that in mind as you're thinking about benefits. You want to activate this. Now, this is not something, you talk about it, you let people know that you offer it, but it just depends on what's in your live stream. And you want to make sure you turn it off. So you have to turn it off. Oh, TikTok said I have to wait a minute. TikTok's like, you got to give them a whole minute now that's on. It was a warning that popped up. It's like, oh, you only can turn it off and on for 1 minute. So I had to keep it on a little longer. But my point is you can make this available just for your super fans to connect. Um, and now in the meantime, you guys, I think everybody else is seeing, let's see, you're seeing super fan only. That's what you guys see. Because obviously this account is not a super fan account. So super fan only. Let me see if I can turn it off now. So just know, as a live host, okay, now you guys can talk. So as a live host, unless you have another account, if you turn that feature on, because you sit up there playing around in the background, it's like, oh, let me see what's in the fan club. Let me touch this. Let me touch that. And you turn that on, and your next live, it's on. You're gonna be like, why nobody talking? And I'm gonna say you probably got that super fan only live. So it's really helpful to have another account too. Guess you have taught me a lot about the importance of engagement because I am introverted. Appreciate it, friend. Um, let's do this. Okay, so back to this blue box. Let's go back. Blue box here. This tells you a lot about how you have been engaging. People do look at the blue box and they do look at the Lisa box or their heart me box. So they want to know that you are actually someone that is supporting the live stream or anyone's live stream. Is there a prerequisite to turn on Superfan? Um, I think I don't know if I know you don't get it immediately as a live host. It is something you got to earn. I don't know what the requirements are to get it though. I think there's probably something to be said about going live so many times, possibly, but I'm not sure. But I know you don't see the super fan feature immediately. Matter of fact, you don't get the, let me say that you don't get the heart me feature immediately. So I think you have to go live so many times before you get it. We need a list on what to say on our lives. Give me 1 second. I'll talk about some of the community guidelines, but yeah, I mean, there's something you should avoid saying and talking about. Yeah. Hey, I'm back. Hey, Jackie. Okay, so really quickly, importance of this area. It tells you what level you're at. All of these symbols and the ranges matter to what people see from a visual perspective. So the symbol is showing what level of engagement you are. The number is saying what level. The color speaks to your level. Thank you for the populars. The color goes from a lighter shade of blue to like this deeper royal blue to a purple. Okay. So when you're at level 30 and above, you start seeing hues of purples of people boxes. And then when you're in the 40s, it's like purple. Okay. So you're going from this blue to purple shade. The levels go from level one. Technically, there's some zeros, people who've never done it before. So 1 to 50. Somebody asked what's a good level to get to. 25 is a milestone. 25 is a milestone because you get to fly in. All right. You fly into the room. And again, all of this is about visibility. You want to be seen. You want that fly in. You want people to notice you. And as a live host, that person has been on this app as an engager. So you want to shout them out. So my people who are flying in, I usually try to take a moment to say, "Hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming in our room." I'll say the name if it's not too complicated. Y'all know y'all names is complicated when I don't attempt it. I'm like, "Hey y'all, how you doing?" So, hey, super fan voice girl. So yes, after about level 15, it takes more to go to the next level. It does. It does. It's intentional. I'm gonna talk about my strategy in a second. But yes, just keep that in mind. How can you increase your number? You are actively engaging. So here, hey, see, there's Hard Rock. How you doing, Hard Rock? Welcome to the room. At level 35 is another milestone. So 25 to 34, thank you for the daily heart me. Hey, Miss Lisa, thank you for being here. So 25 to 34, you're flying in if the room is under 100. Okay. Okay. And then we'll talk about this because you could click this also and see how to become a top viewer. So that's important too. Um, yes, it's not too complicated yet. And then when it comes to 35 and above, you fly in no matter who's in your room, how many numbers are in the room. Okay. So 35 is another milestone. I'm trying to get to 35. I got to 33 the other day, y'all. And I tell you guys, live hosts, people be checking for your number. Okay. Hey, High Rock, we twins. I'm 33 also. People check for your number. They're looking. They're looking to see, do you engage? Thank you, friends. They will ask that question. They want to see your level of engagement. My 33, I'm proud of it. I'm going to try to get to 35 by the end of the year. It might take me a minute. It's going to take me a minute. It takes more money. It takes more money to get there. As you go up, it gets a little steeper. So you budget yourself, but you got to engage. Okay. I don't, I don't teach, oh, just show up and tap the screen, share the live out, and that's good enough. I don't teach that because I'm teaching you how to be a live host. That's okay. Take your time. Yes, take your time. I'm teaching you how to be a live host. So if you're a live host, and I say this all the time, if you're a live host and you're asking people to come in your room and support you in that way, then you also have to be known to be supporting people too. I teach you how to be a good viewer because when you go live, you're going to need to know how to tell your people how to engage. And so in that way, you do need to be an engager. Yeah, congratulations. I had to learn not to just gift anymore. Yeah, yeah. Do you get credit for becoming multi super fans? Um, what you mean on different people's super fans? Do you credit for that? Not necessarily. I don't know how you're thinking of that. No, I don't think there's. You get credit as a fan club member. You get to leapfrog and you get higher levels when you become a someone super fan. Yes. So yeah, thank you, Fran. Appreciate it. Um, so when it comes to you becoming when you think about your strategy for how you're engaging beginner super fan to many creators. Again, I guess I'm not processing the question. Let me finish my thought and maybe we can go back to it a little bit. I'm not sure what you're asking. Fan clubs usually is super fan. Super fan is the $9.99. The fan club is 1 penny, 1 coin. You gotta have a coin to click to join someone's daily heart me. You gotta have coins on your account. Really quickly to get coins on your account, you're gonna click the gift box here in the lower corner. If I click the gift box, the lower corner is here. It has either how much you've earned already, and then the screen pops up. It talks about the different ways to pay. I'm going to tell you to pause. Don't do it here. There is a message here that says recharge on the website for a 25% discount. Do that so you can get more coins for your money. All right. So if you click that box for a recharge, it takes you to the website. It literally takes you there. Tell them tapping is clapping. Tapping is clapping. Tapping is clapping. So let me talk about the free support in a second. So tapping, sharing, comments, all that is support for the live stream. Again, I'm teaching you how to be a great viewer so you can tell your viewers how to engage. But again, I kind of go back to the whole live host thing. If you are a live host and trying to be a great live host, then you also have to do that engagement. People are checking for your boxes. You can check mine. People look for that all the time. And if you're going to be asking people to support you in that gifting way to become part of your daily heart meet, your community, then you should be doing it too. You should be supporting that way. Hey, spiritual. You should support that in that way because, again, you're trying to grow. And ideally, that community is supporting you. So you want to make sure you're building the time to support back. You're giving your time a professional. Yep. Yep. So, um, when it comes to the blue box, really quickly, you can also see it here. It's in this gift box. You'll see it up here at the top. If you click that, takes you to the blue screen. The first set of numbers tells you how many points you spent already. The next one is the number of points you need to get the total amount that you need for 24. In my case, it'll be 24. And so that's the total amount for 24. And so then you're going to see this level up points. That's the points here. It's the difference between what you need and what you have already. And those level up points is what you're trying to reduce. Okay. So I tell people, think about it. So maybe you need it, maybe your level up point says 50. It's going to show in a second. 1 second right there. So maybe your number is 50. 50 points you need. You might make a strategic decision. Again, I don't want you to break the bank. When you put coins in your account, you can start off with $10, $20. Start off with something though. And then you can make a decision to say, okay, I'm going to do a little bit here. I'm going to go to another live. I'm going to do a little bit over there. Maybe I'll go to another live and do something over there. And then maybe by the next couple of days, you hit your 50, you're good. And you leveled up. Or you might decide, like, hey, I don't have much to get to the next level. I'm going to do more here than I would do on the next one. And so you decide what that looks like. Thank you, Kay, for the roses. I have a few you included. I would like to become a super fan for better than gifting lives. Okay, gotcha. Um, super fans, you get to level up to level 10. You can redeem that. In order for you to grow, you still have to give your daily heart me. Okay. So when it comes to gifting, you're paying attention to two features. You're paying attention to the blue box. That blue box follows you. This number, what we're talking about here, follows you to every live you go to. Okay. So keep that in mind. The daily heart me box, that box is for this particular live. And then you go to somebody else's live, it's their live. And so blue follows you to every live. And so ideally, you're doing enough gifting. And again, I don't count people's pockets, but I will say have something that you can slowly start to climb. You do it in a way that feels comfortable for you, feels comfortable for your budget, and you decide what that looks like. But I will say you want to slowly be intentional about climbing. So when I said I was going to hit 33, I've been saying I was going to hit 33 for all of May, y'all. I said, okay, y'all, the way my budget is, the way I do things, where I've been going live and stuff, I'm going to do a little bit in this live and this live. I'm going to be doing things. And so by the end of the month and the end of May, I'm going to climb. I'm going to level up. And then when I got towards the end of May, I was like, oh, well, no, it's going to take me a couple days in June. I need to figure out my budget for June. So it's going to be in June. It ain't going to be in May no more. So I end up doing it on like June. I think I did it June 2nd. That I leveled up. But my point is, I knew my budget and I knew what I was doing and how it was going to carry me. Now, my new budget, I need to pay attention to now to get to 34. What does that look like? And it may take me until like September, the whole summer. June, July, and August. And so it may be another 3 months. And then when I get to that number, then it's gonna take me probably to the end of the year to get to 35. So maybe before the year's out, I'll be at a level 35, maybe 36, we'll see. But my point is, pay attention to your budget, pay attention to how you're doing things. Thank you, friend, appreciate you. Pay attention to what you're doing, and that's gonna be how you move, all right? But, again, my live host in the room, you gotta be moving. You gotta do all of it, okay? You can't just sit back and be a bystander, and then you go live, and then you're wanting people to support you, but you don't do it, okay? So you gotta make it make sense. You gotta be willing to network, willing to be a supporter in that way. Support does come in many forms, but when you're talking about growth, thank you so much. Look at you level. Look at you. He's like, I leveled up. Thank you so much. I appreciate both of you. Thank you so much, friends. Hard Rock, you leveled up as well. Was it Shanice? Thank you so much, Carolyn. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, it's about a lot, but I know I can do it. Yeah, you can. So it takes time, and I don't teach this enough. Let me give y'all a quick secret because I'm not gonna be able to stay on super long, y'all. Um, I got a couple errands I need to run to for tomorrow. How are you? I'm doing well, friend. How you doing, Bex? Welcome back, friend. My blue box disappeared. How do I get it back? It does that. It's glitchy. Mama, I see it though. I see it in the live. It says number 4. I see it. Sorry. Have to jump off much buffer on my end. Okay, sorry to hear that, Lady B. Um, all right. Thank you so much for the stickers. I see you, friends. Thank you. Hey, Dr. Peg. Thank you for that daily heart me. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I see it, friend. Um, so be strategic how you show up in others. Yes, absolutely. Hey, friend. Others coming in the room. Thank you so much. Love your live. I'm good. Thanks. Appreciate it, friend. We teared up. Awesome. Hey, Dr. Peg. And so here's what I will say. When you start going live, there's an opportunity and a shift you'll make. You're I think you should think of like these early lives, you're seeding, you're planting seeds, obviously, okay? You're planting seeds, you're networking, you're connecting with other people. And when you start going live, the goal is that that network, and if you're intentional about who you're engaging with, who are your followers, who are you connecting with, does it align with your niche, the topics you're going to be sharing? When you do that, you're now going to reap the benefits of that relationship building that you did, that networking. All right. And so when you start going live and people in turn, thank you so much, Bex. Appreciate you. In turn, it's not gonna be one for one, it's not gonna be everybody. But when you start doing it, people are gonna come start and support you. And then they're gonna do the support, the gifting, the daily heart me, all the things. And then ultimately, you'll get enough coins that you can then use some of those coins to be part of your budget for when you're going to other rooms. All right. And supporting other supporters. So you carve out a budget for that. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for that spark cake. I appreciate you guys. Um, thank you for that. I love you so much in the daily heart me's. And so you just got to think of it from that perspective. And then as you start earning more, you're building more, you'll be able to then thank you for that community. Dr. What is it? Dr. Lisa Cares. I was like, I changed the name recently. It was Radiant Launch. Um, and so then you'll be able to then take your gifting and exchange it. There's an exchange option. I would tell you not to think of it that way. I would still tell you to go to a website to get the most for your money. So I would try to say get the money from your account and then go to your website and get the coins there so you can get more money, more coins for your money. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you, Bonnie. Thanks for that. So keep that in mind. That's the approach you might want to take. But over time, you're spending this early time building. All right. I'm gonna get off shortly. I'm probably gonna have to do a part two because I know I didn't go as deep as I should have. I didn't really get to the top four, the 5 things at all. It's 2 hours in. And so I didn't get into it. One thing I said, have a blessed day. Thank you so much, friend. One thing I said with that prompt, I was telling people earlier on the YouTube prompt, hey, how you doing, Michael? You can then take the number that you like. I'm doing well. The number that you like on that prompt, you can then ask it to write an outline for you, ask it for the keywords for your live stream. Those are the words you're going to say at the beginning of your live stream. Ask it for the topic, a script, what you want to share in your live stream. You can also ask it for, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. You're welcome. You can also ask it for questions to engage your audience based on that topic. Okay. So all of that you can do as well. I wasn't there. Please send me this in DM. You know what? I have it recorded on YouTube. That's what I've been telling people. They would have to go over to my YouTube to get it. Yeah. So that's how you'll see it. So you can go to my YouTube, same name, exact same name on YouTube as here on TikTok, and you can get this recording. It'll be available probably in another couple hours. Um, so all that is are things you want to do. You want to be intentional about how you're showing up, how you're connecting with your audience. You're welcome, friend. Um, the other thing I was going to show you guys is on the home screen. That was number one on the home screen. Now that you have those keywords from your chat GPT, if you use it there, those keywords for your live stream, you can then take that topic or those keywords, plug it into TikTok. And then you have another way of connecting and networking with other content that is based on your topic because the people in the chat and those comment sections are people who might be interested in your topic. Or you can go to lives, and those are people who might be interested in your live. All right. So you're intentional. Hey, Claudia ASMR. So you're intentionally trying to network and connect with people. And then when you come here, you say those keywords. Those keywords matter. Okay. Because the algorithm is listening for it. TikTok live is listening for the words you say that matter to your target audience. All right. Hey Queen, hey friend, how you doing? I said, do you recommend verifying your identity on TikTok? I saw it was asking me that. Verify your identity in what way? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. You're talking about for like the business account feature? Hey, goddess. Are you talking about the business account feature? You're, when you're setting it up. You definitely have to verify on my profile. You definitely have to verify it to get monetized, to get your money. You also have to verify your identity to go live on TikTok. So if it's all part of that feature, I would say, yeah, do it because maybe that's all related. I have to show my passport ID. Yes, yes. So that's it. Mhm. Yeah, just make sure it's within TikTok. It's not a scammer. But I think we are saying the same thing. When you're going over leaks today, I think I got my two fragments back. Awesome, awesome. Um, that's good. You leveled up. I love that. Yeah, you have two fragments now. Congratulations. Um, I didn't go over leagues earlier. I just mentioned that that's how TikTok tracks you as a live host. If I get some time today, I'll do it at the 4 o'clock. You're welcome. Congratulations. Um, okay, so here's the deal. When it comes to number one, I'm gonna skim these really quickly because I know some of you guys have been waiting on it. I'm just gonna show you guys. So if I put in the word fitness, say my live was all about fitness, fitness motivation, routine for women, TikTok, content ideas, products, health, inspiration for women, exercises, fitness center, apartment. I'm not sure about that. All these are trending topics. See the arrow? All these are trending. So if I did routine for women, it'll show me some top searches, beginner friendly exercise routines. It kind of walks you through some AI interface here. This is the AI interface stuff here. And then you have different people who are doing exercising. My my point is search that content. Search that content those topics, those keywords, because those are the keywords you want to say. And then as you're talking about your live stream, as you're talking during your live stream, you could maybe look at one of those posts, and if it's like a viral worthy post, maybe their hook on screen is the one you want to use. Maybe it's some variation of that. Okay. So that's something you want to pay attention to. And so it's really important to know those keywords, know what people are searching. So as you say it, people who are interested in your topic, that's how you end up on someone's For You feed. Because TikTok's like, hey, this person is talking about a topic you've talked about before. What about singers? What do you mean in terms of people who sing in their live? What do they do? Who's your audience? I tell everybody you have an audience. You got to know who your audience is. What type of yeah. So know your audience, and the keywords you're going to be looking at is songs for, I don't know, R&B songs. That's what I do. Yep. Yep, that's good. That's why I need to know how to make a board on the live. Okay, gospel music. Okay, so that's what you're doing. So you're gonna be looking up gospel music, and then if you type in the word, let's see, I put in gospel. So I just typed in the word gospel for right now. I didn't even put music. Songs for 2026, worship songs, music, some AI feature, preaching, motivation, music. So you could play around to that. Worship songs might be a good one. So if we click that one, you can see some songs there. Or we'll give you some AI topics you might want to consider, some other topics. It also shows you at the top here, this header, sounds live. Let's see who's going live with it. See if there's anybody going live right now. Why am I showing? Because I didn't search gospel. Look at there. Y'all, I'm showing up in the feed because I just searched the word gospel. So just pay attention there. You say, wow. So it's like, oh, you might be interested in this person since you're searching gospel. Yeah, dropping by to support. Thank you so much, Mom and me. I appreciate your friend. So look at your words, look at what you're saying, look at what matters to your live stream. All right. You want to pay attention to that. All that matters to your live stream. Um, when it comes to boards, let me talk about boards real quick and then I'm gonna get off because I'm actually I know I gotta run an errand. You're welcome, friend. Thank you so much. Um, boards. So boards are located before you set up your live. And if you guys were here earlier, we talked extensively about some of the things that people have to do before they go live. And so boards are under the live. So if you're live here, you'll see. I'm just going to turn it down so you don't see it. So here, I always point out this little arrow. See that little arrow there? It allows you to pop up some other stuff here. But what we're going to do is click the settings. If you click the settings, it says boards. And under the boards, the AI boards is the board I said I think is glitching. So I usually just go to the plus sign and it says create. And now we're here. And so it has the ad. You can add a headline. It has the background, it has the bullets. I only do the headlines. So these are two separate headline options. You see it? The two different ones. So I only do the headline. I don't do the background or the bullets. Um, what we've seen is that that bullet, that background, you use the green screen feature on your live. TikTok doesn't like it too much. So just be mindful if you're going to do it. Do it after you've done the board for a few weeks, maybe your first 30 days, and you've done it with a board. Your board needs to add value, curiosity, or a challenge so that people want to ask questions. People come in and ask me all the time about, have you covered the 5 things? What's the last thing? What does that number 5 mean? Sorry, what? What's that on a board? What you mean? The board is the message here. This is a board. And so you add a headline. Sorry. You add a headline. And now You can pick different fonts, font styles. There's a slew of different fonts here, different colors. And so you add what you want on the board. So if I type, I've been doing go live for, thank you. Can you show once again, please? Um, Faceless, this is gonna be on YouTube. I do need to get off. It's been almost 2 hours and 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm trying to get off in the next few minutes. So on my YouTube channel, if you want to go 2 hours and 15 minutes in, I literally am showing it there. So you can kind of go and see the recording. You're welcome. So basically a headline is what your live is about. It's your hook. Yeah, it's your hook. Okay. Same name, Dr. Lisa Lunch Your Income, same exact name. Yep. Thank you for your great information. You guys are so welcome. So it's your hook. And so you're gonna put that there. So if I say go live every day, that's what I've been putting on here. So I put go live every day. Love it, love you. Thank you so much, friend. I'll try that today. So here, and then I'm gonna hit done. Go live every day. And so now actually I can change the colors. Let me change some of the colors. So it looks a little brighter. It's purple. I'm gonna do the outline. We'll make it like really bold looking purple. So I'm gonna put that there. You can slide it up. Hold on. So you can slide that up. If you put it up too high, it'll put it in the trash bin. So you gotta be careful. And then you hit, if you want to hit headline again, and if I want to put another line, that's what I did here with this blue one. Thank you see you later. Thank you so much, friends. I'll see you guys. So if I want to put I'll say 30-day challenge, 30-day challenge. And then we're gonna change the color again. Maybe we'll make this a little softer. So we're gonna put that here. You can change the font, you can change the colors, you can make the words a little bigger. You want them to stand out, you can spread them out. And so that's another way to get it. All right. And so now I hit done. Now here's the thing. Before I hit done, I just want to point out if you get a message that pops up here, it didn't like something. Okay. So you're not supposed to put the word TikTok in your board. Never, ever, ever. Thank you so much, Ms. Treetop. Never, ever put the word TikTok on your board. Don't put any social media names, YouTube included. Don't put it on your board. Don't put websites. Don't put personal identifying information, your personal name, your phone number, your email, and then don't put pricing. Okay. Those are the no-nos. Don't put that on there. That's not what goes on this board. Your boards, like I said earlier, should add value. You know, you're supposed to be trying to teach somebody something, saying something about what your live is about. Make sure if you can have a curiosity message, that's what this is. Number 5 is about that bag, about the bag. So people are like, okay, what's number 5? I want to hear number 5, you know? And so you want a curiosity message. Or maybe it's a challenge. The board I created here was a challenge. Go live every day, 30-day challenge. So again, people are like, okay. Now my other board, I changed it out and I said go live every day for 14 days. This will happen. And people are like, well, what will happen? You know, they're like, what's gonna happen? So think about your board. The first part is the challenge, the second part is curiosity. Okay. So then you write done. Okay. And it's done. It says under review. I'm going to click out of here. If I go back to settings, I go to boards is it still under review? It says still under review. I moved it too fast. Let me do it again. Can I have your website and profile? Um TikTok does not like websites and profiles. They've been acting funny about it. It still says under review. Okay. It usually clears it out pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't see why. It still says under review, but it shouldn't be there. So we'll see. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi. I'm not sure. Do you have to have a certain amount of followers to go live. You need at least 50 followers. Your account has to be over 7 days old and content posted. And then you've been engaging, you have the blue box, so you should be fine. All right, my dear friends, I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all supporting the live stream. Thank you all for your engagement. If you have not claimed your points, we see the new headlines on here. Um, what you mean, the new boards? Let me know what you mean by that. I don't use any of the templates, the AI boards and stuff. I don't use those. I make my own. I've heard people, it seems like that may be causing a little bit of a glitch. Yeah, yes, the boards. Okay. Um, yeah, I know there's a lot. Could you repost my TikTok? I'm struggling. No, Sarah, I don't repost people I don't know. You just started, friend. We want to make sure you engage properly. Thank you, friend. You got to make sure you get a blue box, grab your daily heart me. Those are things you do in a live stream so that you can get the support you need from people who are part of your community or the community you're trying to build. All right. And yeah, you don't want to come in live and just shout out what you need people to do. You need to make sure you're engaging first. Okay. Thank you so much, friend. Love that. I will do my heart meet at 4 p.m. All right, friend. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. How do I claim points? If you go back up and click the um daily heart me, click it, it will show you the points you need to claim. Yeah. So if it says a plus number up top, that means that you have some points that you need to claim from it. All right. Friends, I appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you all. Hey, how you doing, Emmy? Emmy Talks Live. Welcome to the room. Um, so I've been here 2 hours and 17 minutes. I would stay longer, but I got some errands to run in order for me to be prepared for the retreat that starts tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. Definitely at my 10 o'clock. My 4 o'clock is questionable. We'll see. I may try to fit it in for maybe about an hour. And then I'm gonna do and then we'll see what Saturday looks like. I don't know what Saturday's gonna look like, but I'll definitely go live Saturday, but I probably won't be at my regular schedule, so we'll see. Thank you so much. You guys are so welcome. I appreciate you all. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, Luna came in and said she's heading out tonight. I was like, oh wow. She's because I think she's going to visit a friend first. So I'm so happy. Hey, Michaela, how you doing? Mommy and me have fun. We will. I'm so over the moon about this, y'all. I'm like, wow, this is just I tell people all the time, I could not have dreamt this. I could not have imagined this. There's nothing about my life and what has been going on that have brought me to this point to say this is what would be happening. But I'm really pleased. I'm so excited to see all the people who come in person and to be able to be in community with them. So it'll be fun. You should video the retreat. I will be streaming a little bit. I'll stream some. We'll see. We'll see what the day looks like. I'm trying to figure it all out. You said your new hair came in yesterday too. Watch out, Florida. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much. Oh, you're very talented. Oh, I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much. Chances, thank you so much. Have a great weekend as well. So I will be back, my friends. Oh my gosh. So I need to run my errands. I got some errands to run. And I'll be back at 4 o'clock. So I appreciate you all. Thank you all for the likes, the comments, the shares. Thank you all for the stickers, um, the gifting, all the things that you've done to make this live great. I so appreciate you all. I will be back at 4 p.m. I tell you guys all the time. Remember, practice makes progress. You are not trying to be perfect. You're just simply trying to go live. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye. Thank you, my friends. I appreciate you all on the YT as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging in there with me. You guys are so kind as well. I will be back though. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. So I will see you all later. Take